All right. So I'm gonna switch over to the Gator game. Hopefully it doesn't break on me. Hey, there it is. Hey, so the weirdest thing about this is that I would have started the stream like an hour ago, but for some reason, whenever I switched this game over to my second monitor, which is my TV, the game would just crash. Or if I would change any graphic settings on this game, which there isn't any. It's only like, do you want the game's full screen or windowed? And if I switch that, the game would crash. And I was like racking my head around this for like an hour. I was like, all right, let me verify the system, not the system files, the game files. Let me verify the game files. Let me reinstall it. Let me just restart my PC a few times. Nothing worked. And then I realized, I think the issue is because on my TV I set the scaling, the graphic scaling, slightly different than what I have on my laptop, and I think that's what's causing the crashes. And I was like, what? Huh? So there you go. I was a little late, but now I'm here. Another thing is, I'll tell the story a little bit later. Alright, so I'm gonna load the game up. Oh, it's been a while. It's been a while because I saw the date on the last time, which was on Christmas. I forgot we were doing Christmas Gator, and now we're doing Valentine's Gator. Or day after Valentine's Gator. Alright. So this was... So from the last time, we went to an arcade with Olivia, Liz, and Damien. Hold on, I just gotta adjust volumes on my headset. It's a little bit loud on me. All right, yeah. So we were out on a trip to the arcade with our pals. We supported Olivia on her fighting game obsession. She kicked ass. She did great. And then next, we went to... it's a little bit loud here. It's a little bit loud for me. Okay. And then, because of the fighting game sweat that has occurred, we got sick. We were delusional, delirious, and Olivia came and helped us make some food. So now, it was thanks to Olivia's advice and cooking, I'd finally made my recovery and returned to school. Also, I forgot that during that sick chapter, we were able to open up with Olivia and found out that we're both like lonely in our own way because of the parents not being there, kind of. Oh no. Oh, I just skipped a bunch of stuff I didn't realize. Oh, let's load that back up. Oh, we're doing great today. Already 10 minutes and it's already 10 minutes and I haven't done anything. So it's thanks to Olivia's advice and cooking, I'd finally made my recovery and returned to school. And I'm glad to be back. I felt like I'd missed so much while I'd been gone. What was it, like 2 weeks? So much I needed to catch up on. I mean, I did manage to finish all the assignments that Ben had sent to me. And I feel out of the loop with the other things. Like the gossip about me, about how everyone thinks I'm a weirdo human. Damien tried to give me the runaround of it all during PE. I'm still in shock over how bad some of them got. Up to cartel drug running and FBI's most wanted Woo? Did they think... I don't think that's even possible in just a week. Oh, it's just 1 week. Yeah, that's right. In 1 week, I have been upgraded to Pablo Escobar's right hand. That's exactly what's happened. At the end of class bell, rings throughout the school, signaling the start of lunch. As everyone in class is packing up their things, Mr. Idkin speaks up. Alright everyone, make sure you complete the assignment by next class. You all have a wonderful rest of the day now. Oh, and Inko. I stop at the mention of my name as I throw on my backpack. Could you wait a moment? I have something I wish to speak to you about. Yeah, of course. Sure, man. Olivia looks back from the desk, Olivia looks back from the classroom entrance, waiting for me. Hey, don't wait up on me. I'll meet you at the table with the others. With a shrug and a nod, Olivia wheels herself out the door and down the hall. Everyone else leaves the classroom until it's just Idkin and I. Please, have a seat. I take the seats closest to Idkin's desk, putting my backpack down as well. Mr. Idkin himself gets out from his chair and walks around his desk, leaning against it. So? I'll be quick about it. I got a job that needs doing. Up. You've missed assignments and need makeup work, and I need some help with something. And I don't like the way he was grinning there. Something I think you'll be very interested in. Some good friends of mine are getting married in a few short days, and they've hired me to be their photographer. And given the excellent learning experience, child labor, I've thought of you. Why did he have to do that? Why can't you just say, hey, this is like a really good community service you're doing for credit? Me? Yes, if you want to, of course. I could always call in some associates to help me out, but I thought adding in some extra credit would sweeten the deal. So what would we be doing, huh? There's a broad smile on his face and a distant look in his eyes. He's like, yeah, alright, it's coming together. Good. Well, you'll be my apprentice in this case. You'll not only be helping set up more elaborate photos, you'll also be doing a lot of independent shots. You mean I'll be taking my own pictures? Yup. In fact, you'll be using my SLRs and lenses for this to keep all the shots uniform. The idea of finally getting used to something like Mr. Idkin's $1,000 Canon makes my head swim. Oh shit. So, what do you say? Interested? It certainly seems like a hefty task. Even Idkin would be there to help us, even if he was there to help us. Then again, Idkin wouldn't be offering the job if he didn't think I was capable of doing it. This would technically be my first official photography gig. And a wedding shot to boot. Ooh, it sounds so daunting yet enticing. I would love to. Alright, sounds like a done deal. It's after school today. We could talk about it more later. Oh, it's today, huh? For now, you should be getting along to lunch. Thank you, Mr. Idkin. I give the teacher a nod and grab my backpack. Just as I head out the door, my curiosity gets the better of me. So who is the lucky couple, if you don't mind me asking? The school nurse, actually. The husband-to-be is also a good friend of mine. Huh. That's neat. Yeah, alright, cool. Yeah, I mean, that seems like a sick deal. Coming back to school after being like a piece of crap for a week, and then being like, hey, you want a little internship? It's like, yeah, hell yeah. I make a mental note to give my well wishes to the nurse if I see her before the wedding. No, don't do that. With that, I wave Mr. Anakin goodbye and head down the hallway. Don't do that unless, like, the wedding is, like, public knowledge. Wait. Friday? But I was going to practice painting then. Oh, I already agreed to go. And even if I didn't, it's real photography. It's not even a question which I should go to, but jeez. It's like the universe is conspiring against me to never stop drawing stick figures. Oh man, I finally meet up with Olivia, who seems very pissed. Was waiting near the entrance to the cafeteria. The grassy green girl is leaned over, sour pout scrunching her maw close as she eyes the passerbys. When she notices I moved into her airspace, she perks up immediately. Aww. Seeing the transformation is surreal, and I chew on my cheek to keep from laughing as I watch her muscular tail wag happily. Oh man, I've said this before, but man, having a society where like people have tails is like it rules. It must rule, but kind of sucks in a way because you can't hide your emotions if your tail is wagging over someone or something. Finally, you took long enough. Yeah, sorry, that took so long. You didn't have to wait for me, by the way. I can manage waiting if it means eating with you. I could feel a smile tug at my lips just from hearing Olivia say that. Yeah, that is cute. Oh. Mind if I push your chair in? Using me as a battering ram through the crowd now, huh? Yeah, something like that. Olivia, you have the handicap plaque. You gotta use it, girl. Alright. But only 'cause you asked. But give me your backpack. I'll use it as a shield. I don't want you to ram me against other students' asses. Pushing me through the crowd. I need your backpack as a shield to cover me from the ass. When I grab the handles, Olivia moves her tail up to grab my wrist, like at the arcade. Oh, I just noticed. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's so cute. Like a little strap. All right, charge. Yes, ma'am. Start. Jesus Christ. This game's still so dumb. I start marching through the crowd of unruly and famished teens clamoring for their daily meal. Olivia turns her head to me to say something. So what happened with Anakin? You in trouble or something? Huh? Oh, no. Anakin just had a proposition for some extra credit. Really? What is it? He wants me to join him at a wedding and help him out with a photo shoot. Says he thinks it'll be a good learning experience. Huh, well, that sounds pretty interesting. Did you take it? Yep. Could be a good way to hone in on what I know. Plus that extra credit could help me make up for the time that I was sick, you know? You mean when you nearly overdosed on that cough syrup cocktail you— Oh yeah! Yeah, that. Wait, what? Wait, I forgot what it was. Like he had like cocktail and like Mountain Dew or whatever, and he ate nothing but like ramen. Like Jesus Christ, man. Wait. What? I didn't say anything. Crowd's too loud here. The Baronix chuckles to herself. I'm left rolling my eyes, letting her claim victory in this exchange. By the time we got our lunch, it's a simple matter of locating Damien and Liz by the telephone pole neck. For whatever reason, they're at a more sequestered table today. And when we arrive, it's pretty obvious why. Oh no, oh shit. You too took long enough. Yeah. I expected more from Olivia. What happened, girl? Come on, you gotta fight back. Olivia's like, nah, I can't right now. Her boobs are right in my face. Just give me a second. Something more graphic. Instead, Olivia rolls herself the rest of the way, taking her designated spot at the head of the table. Okay, yeah, cool. I take the spot adjacent to her, all while keeping a wary eye on the pink Parasaurolophus. Damn. It seems like Mia's rage against me has simmered down over time, but that air of uncertainty and uneasiness still wavered around her. The best I can do is act friendly. Hey Mia, is there something you need? Need? Nah. Just here to catch up with my good pals here. While the red-scaled menace turns towards Olivia, her own eyes remain locked on her soggy chicken while eating mechanically. I thought you were asking Liz for her homework, though. That too. Shut up. Ah, right. Here, guys. A pair of soda cans are rolled down the table, and I thank Raptor Christ, Raptor Jesus, I'm able to catch both before they ram into my tray of questionable lunch meat. You're still eating questionable lunch meat, man? I sometimes fear for Ingo, where he has to like eat like the crap that they serve in this cafeteria. It's probably not good for him. It's fine for everyone else. Probably not good for him. It's like full of worms and stuff. It reminds me of I used to watch a little bit of My Gym Partner is a Monkey, and they always like showed like cafeteria lady just serving absolute slop, and human boy always has to eat it, lion, and I'm like, how are you not filled with like maggots and parasites? You guys were taking a while, so I grabbed the drinks today. No, you didn't. I helped. No, Mia gave those to you. Well, she did it because I thought about doing it. She's trying to bribe you for the math answers I helped you with earlier. Lizzie, I can't believe you would imply something like that about me. How could you? I'm too hot for that. But it's true. Hey, free soda's free soda, man. $5 is $5, you know what I mean. Yeah, Davey's the kind of guy that would like do like any favors, like sexual or otherwise, and be like, hey man, $5 is $5. At any rate, the real reason I'm here is, say, Olivia, you leave your phone at home or something? People are trying to contact you all day. Oh. Olivia pulls her phone out from her jacket pocket. Catch a glimpse of her wallpaper, a comical portrait of guts that she'd probably doodled. Yeah, I ran out of service for the month. What the hell? You don't got a proper monthly plan? What? You're not like, where are you, poor or something? You got more important things than doing this, you know. Like sucking that dick? They want to see Olivia so bad, why send you and not show up themselves? Shut it. Alright, so who's so important for all this anyways? Who do you think? Ben. Ben wants to talk to Olivia? Huh. Why does he want to talk to her? There's about 20 freaking questions. Why the hell should I know what's really going on between my boyfriend and Hot Wheels here? All that matters to me if Olivia's here gonna fix it or not. Fix it? What? I'll think about it. Huh. Whatever. I'm out of here. Smell you later, Gator. Great, that's great. That's great. Mia storms off, leaving Olivia looking very sour. Things alright with Ben? Olivia rests her arms on the table and slumps her head in. I don't want to talk about it. Where'd her bright mood from before go? What happened? Well, anyways, Damien, you really shouldn't condone cheating, even with something as simple as math homework. But you helped me out. But you helped me out with it. You what? That's different. I helped you with it, and I think you're getting something out of it. Like the answers. What I mean is, in comparison, Mia's just trying to be lazy. She's only cheating herself. What's the issue then? What's the issue? Yeah, I get free soda, someone you hate tricks herself into staying stupid, and everyone thinks they win. It's great. Even me. I think I won. But now I'm morally compromised. You scare me sometimes, Damien. Sometimes I even scare myself. I guess I'll have to ask Ben what's going on if I see him later. In the meantime, Olivia's disposition only keeps getting more and more dour. I try to think of something to help her cheer up, but I keep coming up with dead ends on just what it could work here. There's gotta be something. Can't just leave her in such a sour mood. Oh, how about that? Say, hey, so, what's the deal with your phone background? Oh, you noticed it? She flips her phone on and shows me her background. Aw, it's a little doodle of guts. Yeah, I drew it up the other day. Got the curves right the first try, so it's pretty cool. I'll bet. Is he with you today? Nah, I left him home. How often do you bring him? Not often. Maybe once or twice a semester. And even then, it's just when I'm bored. Although, once he was just in my hoodie when I left for school. Unexpected? It was. Here, I got some pics saved. The screen displays the small creature sat atop a desk with its skinny tail clutched to its tight chestly. I don't know why, but he holds his tail like that all the time. I feel Damien and Liz hovering over me, their eyes locked onto the adorably fat creature on the screen. I don't know who coos, probably Liz, but Olivia rolls her eyes and swipes to the next picture of the cute pet, now in a transparent ball, looking confused. For the remaining minutes of lunch, we just sit huddled around Olivia's phone, entranced by her sweet little rat as it did the most mundane things. Yet Guts' method of doing them was way too undeniably cute, and that's what really got to us and made time fly faster than we can even notice. And that's what being a friend is all about. And also a potentially good partner, romantic partner. Ding dong bing bong. Well, I'm just gonna check something real quick, and okay. Ding dong bing bong. I blink a couple of times and stretch my arms and my legs as I get up from my desk. Ms. Brockling really knows how to make 40 minutes feel like 80. Well, at least it's time to practice painting. For real, for real. Wait, no. Ideken roped me into the photo shoot. I can't practice painting. Can't get good at anything. Why is it every time I try to actually improve, something like this happens? At this rate, I'll never get good enough to get a real following. I haven't gotten to actually have a whole afternoon to practice at all. Still, there's no way in hell I'm missing this. I ended up meeting with Ben and Eidigan right as he was locking his classroom. While our teacher made the assignment, internship, apprenticeship, whatever, while he made it sound simple, I was still subjected to some paperwork. Something about liability waiver or something? You know, in case of something happens to us, like a surprise attack by 5 teenagers in multicolored spandex. The hell? That's way too... What the hell is that referencing to? Hold on, I'm gonna save. The hell's that referencing to? That's a reference, hold on. I wonder if that happens often. We still filled the form out as the instructor gave an overview of just what exactly Ben and I would be doing. That's a fancy-ass house. There's a few structure... I don't know why, it reminds me of like one of the maps you could play in Ready or Not. like the lighting, the structure on this part of the outside. I think there's a map on Ready or Not for this, like specific. Anyway, there's a few structures out there, save for one at the edge of the cliff. Ben's the first one out of the crammed car with an armful of telescoping black stands. I follow his example, unloading the vehicle. Those cameras are super out of place. just Photoshop some stock footage. Oh man, this game's great. This game's great. Stupid, it's great. All right, you two, you remember what you're doing tonight? Yes, sir. After we set up a photo station on the corner of the hall, we'll be taking turns walking up the reception, taking pictures of the guest. Perfect. I'll be with the wedding party the entire time. So if you need me just for the gaggle of similarly dressed women, just look for the gaggle of similarly dressed women screeching and you'll find me. He grins as he helps carries the last of the lightest equipment from the trunk. Wait, is he just gonna be there swooning the ladies? Swooning the bridesmaids? Remember, this is actual work, so be polite, be efficient, but most importantly, Ben and I sit upright at attention, ready for any order our teachers will give us. Most importantly, have fun. But trust me, the clients will appreciate it more. Yeah, no, seriously, like, if you're gonna do your job, like, you know, have fun with it, don't... Because people like it more if you're doing a good job and you, like, and they know that you're having fun with your job. Like, if you're not having fun with your job, people will know. People will know as well. Finally finished with the unloading, I inhaled the mixed aroma of ocean and flowers. While I find the scent energizing, Ben seems to have the exact opposite reaction. His brows pinch together in disgust as he tries in futility to fan away the air with one hand while covering his nose with the other. I think I'm going to be sick. I think I'm going to be the sick one next with this weather. At least the view is great. That it is, yeah. Mr. Eidigan leads us through a small garden out front and into the reception hall. Bleh, I'm extra mumbly today. Or stuttery today. Sorry about that. It's been a while. It's been almost 2 months since the last time we did this. I am like, I knew I was gonna be extra stuttery. That's why I brought 2 bottles of water for this occasion. Got a pack of Ricola just in case. It's a spacious wedding tent adorned with all sorts of flora and high-end lighting, keeping the place warm and lit. Okay, you guys know how to set up here. I'm going to get to business. Oh, ladies. Yes, sir. He leaves us, stepping into the ongoing ceremony with a primed camera and a tripod. Ben and I exchange a single glance before we resign ourselves to the daunting task. First on the list is the telescopic stands for the cameras. From experience, it doesn't take us too long to get those in place. Next are the reflectors and the strobe lights, all packed in heavy cases that have to be hauled inside. By my third case, I'm already exhausted. Ah, shoot, I thought gym class would have me prepared for this. Where's my strength, gym teacher? Bzz, bzz. My phone buzzes. Might as well take a breather. Opening up the notification, I discover it's from Olivia. Hey, Shades. Hey, Olivia. Got service back? Oh, I lied about that. Huh. Saw you leave with Eidigan after school. What's up with that? It's my job, man. I'm helping him with a wedding photo shoot. You? At a wedding? I know, right? It's weird. Did Eidigan give you a better jacket for... Hey, man, don't talk shit about the jacket. My jacket's cool enough. It is like... He does have the jacket for like a casual photographer. Like, yeah, that's totally so where at. Teach said it was some place called Clarkson Lookout on the way over. Wait, really? That scene has a bunch of scenic views. If you see any good landscape shots, take one for me. Sure, if I get the time. No, do it now. Damn. Cute and threatening message received. Jeez, well, this is a good spot as any. Sun's starting to set, so it does make for a pretty nice atmosphere. Maybe Olivia wants to paint another landscape. In the distance, I see a few sailboats and yachts. Further beyond, a freighter or two. The seas sure are crowded these days. I take the picture and send it over to Olivia. Thanks. That's a pretty nice photo. That's almost like a Windows desktop, default wallpaper. Like, I'm saying like that's how good it is. Like those classic like Windows XP wallpapers. It's like shot that well. I can't picture thanking me like that in reality. The thought alone of her doing something so sweet in a matter. Inko, this thing weighs like 80 pounds. I'm not doing all the work. Oh, right. Sorry. I let my camera hang loose around my neck while assisting Ben with setting up the last of the standing reflectors. Setting up meant not only the camera, but a large chunk of the incomplete decor prep. Which meant carrying out loads and loads of heavy cases, loading with strobes, reflectors, cloth sheets, and so many telescoping pole stands. Following his instructions, Ben had set up a small red carpet path leading to a glamour shot station. And meanwhile, I was finishing making sure the marked out spots within the room had the right combination of flash strobe and or reflector. By the time our teacher had come back, I just placed a final light in position. As guests start walking down Ben's handmade path, I skirt along the edge with my borrowed high-end camera. Man, it's been a while. The DSLR's clicks are muted compared to the chattering guests, and while I think I managed to catch some decent shots, I'm just not really feeling it today. Is something wrong with me? And voila! Ben was having a much easier time working at the makeshift studio we built in the corner. Couples would simply walk up and stand before the backdrop of the massive window to the cliffside and ocean. And Ben had the brilliant idea to not only set up Idekin's lone camera, but also his own, so he captured the couples from 2 angles at once. He looked happy with each and every shot he took, and the people always chatted him up right after. And here I am doing my best to not scowl as I look over the blurry shot I had messed up. Blurry because my hands are shaking. I guess I'm nervous? I hadn't noticed till now that my main messaging app had been going off. So, is it going well? Hardly. I think Ben's turning it into a competition. Are you winning? No, not really. Beat him for me? That wasn't a real message. Come on. No, what? I tried to ignore my phone for now. I don't think anything will calm my nerves at this point. That feeling of anxiety only grows as time marches on. I can't seem to get any one picture just right, and Ben zooming around as as efficiently as he isn't helping. Well, that's not all. Olivia's messages are just throwing me off. Just break his flashing stick thingy, lol. Then his pics will be like super dark. How out of date is Olivia to think that we still use flash pans? Come on, girl, get with the sanctuary. Or lock him in a bathroom or something. I don't think that's sportsmanlike. Or legal. Oh, I just remembered I need another pic. Can you try shoving him into the wedding cake and taking a pic of him smashed on the floor? The fuck? I need it for Muse. Yeah, that. Do it for me. Come on, Liv. Just barely within my peripheral vision, I spot a perfect shot of an older couple. The parents of the groom, I believe. There, that's a good chance. I bring up the borrowed camera look through the viewfinder, and see that the parents already moved away and into another group. The camera slips from my grip, but luckily the neck strap holds it safely against my chest. Okay, I need a break. I find an appropriate place to sneak outside and go around the building, slumping down against the brick siding. It's really twilight now. The ocean's reflection of the sun is getting very close to meeting the real thing. My phone buzzes once more, and something in me jumps. It's not fear, though. Just wish I knew what it was. Olivia sends a video of Guts running around a maze she put together using cardboard and school supplies. When he comes out the other end, she gives him a grape to bite into in her palm. Aww. Oh, that's cute. I was never really fond of rodents, but seeing Olivia's videos and little doodles is really starting to sway me. There's something about Olivia having such a strong bond with Guts and caring for him that warms my heart. It's hard to believe that this is the same girl that used to give me nothing but icy stares when I first met her. I'm glad she feels comfortable enough with me to let her defenses down and be herself. Alright. Now that I thought about my girl, now that I thought about my gator girl, I have been re-energized, and now I can take good photos? Maybe? As I continue snapping photos, my trek around the hall to find good photo ops leads me to the stage where the DJ once was. Shame that I didn't get any good shots of him while he was there. Maybe Ben got some decent pictures. Looking through the camera lens, I see that there's a gentleman sitting on the steps that lead up to the stage, finishing off a cigarette. There's someone over on the steps, taking a deep drag of a cigarette and blowing smoke up towards out the window. A truly iconic display of suavity. And before I knew it, I've taken several shots. It seems like he wants to be left alone, but he doesn't mind. Hey, kid. Yeah, no, that's not good to do. That's not professional. But, yeah, hey, yo. Hey, kid. At least get my good side, will ya? Are you like the devil? Oh! I stepped closer, readjusting my camera settings and scrambling for an explanation. Sorry about that. I was unsure if you wanted the attention. It's alright. People say I got a kind of resting bitch face. Though I can't lie, I'm pretty exhausted, kid. Especially after I had to carry the new missus down the aisle all the way to the car. Oh, you're the crew. Oh, so this is the groom. So you could take a photo or what? Oh, right. Sorry. As I raise my camera, the groom takes a thinker-esque pose, taking a drag from his cigarette. Why is the groom the devil? After a few clicks and a couple of slight adjustments to my position, I believe I got some pretty good shots in there. Alright, there we are. The groom blows out a plume of smoke from his mouth before leaning over to see the captures. It smells like a Vegas hotel. He looks like a Vegas, high roller. I give the groom time to look at each photo thoroughly before moving on to the next one. These are pretty good, kid. Managed to make this mug of mine look halfway decent. He lets out a scratchy chuckle as he takes another puff of his cigarette before snuffing what little was left of it onto the floor. Thanks. Say, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing all the way over here? It's your big day, isn't it? As the groom lets out another plume, he's already begun to dig up another cigarette. Lighting the new cig casually, he begins to inhale it. And keep inhaling it. He holds up a finger as he continues inhaling until the cigarette is finished, and he's finally inhaling a stream of lung cancer slowly over the course of 30 seconds. Delicious fumes. Sir? Of course it is. I'm just having a little rest is all. I mean, this has been the happiest day of my life, but it's tiring as all hell. The missus is certainly having fun, and yet in a few hours when we're in our new, no longer bachelor pad, I'll be listening to her as she moans about how sore she is. Groom lets out another plume of smoke, this time through his nostrils. But hey, if that's the price I gotta pay, holy matrimony and all that jazz. Definitely feels like the groom is laying it a bit thick to who is essentially a stranger to him, and yet I can understand what he means. you know, you've been going around the whole reception snapping photos. Why don't you take a break too? As he hands me a cig. He motions his hand to the nearby stage as an available seat. I settle myself on the stage as the groom then fiddles with a small packet. Looking closer, it's a still sealed pack of cigarettes. Trent told me a bit about you, you know. Who? Your camera teacher, or whatever he's called at your school. Says you're a good kid and all, though a bit clueless. Oh, hey, come on. Hey, don't shoot the messenger, man. The groom lets out another guffaw as he cracks open the pack of cigs and plucks out a fresh cancer stick. Hey, his words, not mine. How do you know him? We've known each other for ages. He actually helped me meet the missus. Funny how that works out. Oh, Ideken was your wingman? He always hated how I told him that. I'd given him a lift to some field trip he had to chaperone. Don't know why, he could have taken the school bus. But as soon as I got there, I met the rest of his co-workers, including my would-be wife. Taro tricked me into also chaperoning too, saying I could use the time to get to know her better. Damn, man, maybe I should ask him for, dates and stuff. Well, no, I can't. Can't what? Nothing important. Have a teacher tell you how to court a lady friend, right? Hey, no, come on. Another one of his students. Your classmate, yeah? No, it's not like that. I mean, it's totally like that, but no, come on. Come on. I know you want to talk about girls. I know I do. That's always fun. Come on, humor me a bit. She's just a good friend, man. The words taste bitter on my tongue for some reason, because I know I want more. I want Gator Girl for more. Sure, kid, sure. Well, we've got a few more minutes of quiet before Bridezilla and her maids of murder fight over the bouquet. I quickly glance over to see a woman twice my age, wielding a folding chair like it was a battle axe. Holy shit. Trent can't help you there, but I can. So this good friend of yours, what's she like? Well, it's a bit of a complicated history. Oh? Yeah, I mean, when I first met her, she was very cynical and sarcastic. Well, she's still sarcastic, but like in a lighthearted way. And even with her friends, she was a little distant. But when she's painting or gushing about some franchise or obscure anime, there's this unabashed excitement and passion in it. I haven't met anyone with that kind of energy before. Once you get to know her, she's just nice under it all. That everything? Well, yeah. I think she drew me carrying her once. Well, shoot. He slides the ring off his finger and holds it up to me. You want this? Sounds like you need it more than me. I'm kidding. It's my ring, man. It's expensive as shit. But dang, sounds pretty cut and dry to me. Never had a crush before? Not on anyone I know personally. Your folks together? Yeah. They love each other too, yeah? Yeah, I guess they do. You guess? It's complicated. It's complicated, man. You can't ascertain my like the advices that you need to give me just based on like yes or no questions like that. That's absurd. Shit's complicated, man. It's complicated for everyone. They're around so little, and I don't even know what their love looks like, how they interact, if they even love each other at all. What if they just get married for the tax benefits? Right, and they got like super rich, and they're like, you know what, let's have a baby, let's get more tax credits. But we're gonna keep working. Let's not see each other, let's keep working, let's earn that double income. They never told me their story or why they're together. Anything that would prepare me for the future was outsourced. As far as back as I remember, when my parents weren't around, there was a screen nearby. And they weren't around often. I've always had that little electronic friend in my pocket telling me how great I was at everything. Oh, that's sad. That's been my only help to get through life. All the best ways to have the best friendships, hobbies, romance. But it feels worthless now. I'm not prepared. I don't even know if this is love. I don't even know if what this is love. This guy seems to think so, though. He'll help me out. I see him putting some words together now. Let me give you a little anecdote, kid. The groom finally lights the cigarette, though this time he's slow to puff on it. See my beautiful bride over there? Yeah, she looks great, actually. I mean, she has a bit of an OC kind of thing going on, but no, she looks great. Good job, by the way. He motions with a dull ember of his smoke to where the bridesmaids were still violently wrestling, and the bride acted as referee. Even if we had never met, and this was a happenstance meeting, I'd see her over there. And I just know it. I love her. Yeah? Yep. Huh. That's it? Yeah. Aren't you trying to give me a little push, like convince me that I like the girl? You're the one who wanted advice? There it is. I thought we were gonna go more about on love and stuff. Why the hell would I give a speech about love? I know what it is. You know what it is. But there's no groundbreaking advice that'll make everything make sense. And you don't need me to convince you. You're just looking for reasons to not believe what's right in front of you. Oh. Break's over. Gotta run. Man gets up, dusting off his pants, and flicking the cigarette butt into the trash. Hey, take some great pictures for me, will ya? No more moping. You're on the clock. Let's go. Come on. But I'm not getting paid. He jogs into the crowd to meet up with his bride. My phone buzzes in my pocket. Oh, what timing. I reach into my pocket, pull out my phone, squinting at the screen. An unread notification from our group chat. Shoot. Do I have time to be on the phone right now? Maybe I could talk to Damien about this. He's known Olivia for a while. Ben and Olivia used to be friends too, right? Would he be able to help? I should probably focus on what I'm here to do. Besides, I don't want to let the groom down. But this is Olivia we're talking about. I don't want to do anything without knowing as much as I can. I am not going to ask Damien for advice. as far as you know, how smart he can, how smart he thinks he can be, I don't think that's the best advice. Besides, I'm here to finish taking photos. Now's not the best time to be like, how can I make Olivia love me? But just in case. Damn, this is actually pretty tough because all the other choices in the past have always been either it's always either support Olivia, which is good, and then like become involved way too much and have her be like disapproving. This is like actually legit, but no, you're here to finish taking photos. Can't afford to slack off right now. Besides, I made a promise to the groom, and I don't want to let him down, or Ideken for that matter. I silence my phone and slide into my jacket pocket, pushing off the wall and taking hold of my camera. Also, he did mention that Olivia's distracting him. Olivia's been distracting him, which is fine, but you know, he can't focus too much on her right now. Where should I even start? This music's great. This background, this generic, you know, jazz background music is great. Even though I know that YouTube will copyright me, I think I have a few ideas. With the groom's words still ringing in my ear, I find a second wind of sorts. I can't really understand it. I feel like I'm already picking out prime shots from just scanning over the hall. While Ben has continued his more autonomous rapid-fire approach with the staccato clicking of the snapshots. I've been singling out couples in their own moments just scattered throughout. I think some of them have even noticed, seeming to maneuver themselves out of the Parasaur's view. Young man, over here! An elderly dino catches my attention, waving me to her table where she and her family are sitting. Oh, we need a good Christmas card photo, if you would be so kind. Of course, ma'am. The large group moved to one side of the table for me, smiling sincerely at my lens. The first shot seemed perfect, but for their sake, I make sure to take a couple extra. Thank you. Do you know how long these will take to be developed? These photos should be developed fairly quickly. We'll be sure everyone gets these before the end of the month. They smile and nod, letting me to return to, oh, don't forget us. Yeah, get me and my wife. My next clients, pulling me aside to take shots of them in a secluded corner. And after that, some of the bridesmaids have grabbed me to take shots up for them. It isn't long, my nose is itchy. It isn't long before even some of the servers are wanting pictures of themselves posing in front of the decorations. Somehow, I'm able to squeeze my way out of the mayhem and make my way towards the back of the venue in order to get some much needed fresh air. Shortly after, I notice Ben doing the same thing, though he manages to do so far more gracefully by talking his way out of whatever request the wedding goers have for him. Makes me wish I was better at communicating and asserting myself in these kinds of situations. Ben takes notice of me and approaches at a very casual pace, with no one else seemingly taking notice of him. Taking a breather. I just give Ben a nod of my head, causing him to smile and adjust his glasses with his index finger. Well, the wedding's almost finished, so the worst of the workload's behind us. That was a good... Ben checks his phone. 8 hours? Jeez. Yeah, man, yeah. My legs are starting to hurt. You're telling me. You don't even have a tail. How do you think I feel? sigh together. It's the first bit of silence we had in a while. Across the room, the bride slumps into a chair, trying to kick her heels off. The groom sees me and shrugs a bit, smirking. So how are you feeling about the pictures you've taken? A little better. I think I'm pretty confident in mine. Once you have the right equipment, it's just a matter of socializing right and getting the right shots for these sorts of events. So I would do terrible. I'm satisfied. You? Honestly, I'm not sure. I've been taking all these pictures right, but it's like something's missing. Missing? You make it sound like some grand art thing. I know. Back across the room, the bride motions to her new husband. It looks like it's the time of night for him to carry her out in his arms, like in all the movies. She was probably not expecting those slick moves to position her on his back like a child. He laughs to himself while she pouts loudly and holds onto his hair to keep balance. Aww. It looks juvenile, honestly, as the bride taps the exhausted groom's head with balled-up fists. But he's laughing. A laugh so infectious that her pout is replaced with the delighted giggles of her own, and when he finally catches her hand in his and just holds it. Once again they're talking, and the bride is melting into putty at his quiet words. For how menial it is, and how crude that guy was earlier, and that understanding and genuine playfulness between them. Without a thought, I'm already looking through the viewfinder and making the focusing adjustments for the perfect shot. The shot is cheesy, but sincere. They both look beyond exhausted, their clothes showing the wear and tear of the night, and their body language screaming their need for sleep. And also the smiles they have as they try and look at each other in their awkward positions speak metric volumes of just how happy they are after it all. This is a much better advice that he can give to himself than Damien could ever offer. I think I made the right choice here. Why do you do that? Oh, why do you do what? Huh? Do what? You took a picture just now. Did I? When did my finger get placed over the shutter? I guess I did. I checked the new entry in the camera roll. Careful. That's an easy way to waste a lot of memory. Should probably just delete it. Delete it, huh? I think it'll be fine. I think I captured a pretty damn good shot there. Actually, I got a good feeling about it. It seemed pretty natural, you know? Ben rolls his eyes. I feel like, yeah, no, I agree. I feel like that's the best photo he could have ever taken. Anyone that could have ever taken. Because it's happening naturally. There's a story behind it. And most importantly, he didn't ask the couple to take that photo. Like, that's the most natural ass photo you could ever take. That's beautiful. If you say so. Before the parasaur turns to go back to his assembly line photo taking, I grab his shoulder. Hey, by the way, Ben. Huh? Mia stopped by our lunch table earlier to complain to Olivia. Oh boy. Said you were trying to call her, but was upset she wasn't picking up. I don't want to pry into your personal business, but aren't you two in bad terms? Huh? What are you talking about? What? I haven't spoken to Olivia in ages. Huh? I thought you were above gossiping, Go. Sorry, Alright, you boys ready to bat? Well, no, it's not. I'm not part of the gossip. She literally just came to me and Mia came and started shit. Alright, you boys ready to pack up? Pretty long night, huh? Our teacher looks haggard as he steps up to us. His wings are dragging on the floor, and he's propping himself up with one of those light stands that we brought. Despite his exhaustion, he's grinning wildly. You two enjoy your first work experience? Oh, absolutely, Mr. Ideken. I managed to load up both of the memory cards you gave to me, and I even managed to try out the different kinds of lenses you had brought. Good to hear, Ben. What about you, Inko? Well, if I'm being honest with you, it took a while for me, Mr. Ideken. Well, I suppose it is a tough order to start with. So many things to account for, and... No, I meant that I didn't really get that many good shots until the end, Mr. Ideken. I didn't even finish that first card you've given me. I see. Well, when we go through these next week, I'm sure they'll be fine. Oh, definitely. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Groom. Groom's gonna bat for me. The Groom saunters up with a huge grin on his face, slinging an arm around our teacher's shoulders. Can't wait to see these. Ideken straightens up and shrugs the arm off, turning to the newly married man. You'll see them when you see them. My team still needs to go through all the pictures and weed out the chaff. Ah, come on, T. Can't you give your buddy a preview or something? Ideken sighs a bit. Hey, it's your special day. Ben, could you go fetch the laptop and card reader? Yes, sir. Inko, while he's doing that, can you start packing up everything into the trunk? Sure thing, Mr. Ideken. Before I turned away to start, the tired Taro, why do this? The tired Taro takes the camera from me. We could sit at the table over there. The two older men head off, leaving Ben and I to get started on packing everything up. While Ben and I are busy dismantling the multitude of standing flashes and lamps, the bride, groom, and Mr. Ideken sits at a cleaned up table with a laptop before them. I can't really make out what they're saying, but I can kind of tell based on the way the three switch between quietly focused and laughing loudly. By the time the back of the car is loaded up, the last of the wedding party has departed. Nothing left to do, Ben and I linger a bit behind the group. Yeah, these came out pretty damn great. Thanks again for... Hello? What's this? The laptop displays that last picture I took, somewhat unintentionally. He scans the photo with a critical eye. He nods and chuckles with approval. Okay, kid. Good job. Good job. Be sure to print this one out for me, Trent. I'm gonna put it in my wallet. Oh, sure. Despite how lackluster his compliment is, I can't help but feel proud of my work. Huh. It's been a while since I felt like this. Hell yeah! I took the best photo. I didn't take that many, but I got the best one. Quality over quantity. Eat shit, Ben. I won the contest. I mean, we weren't really competing, but I won. Oh man. I'm actually kind of glad that we're getting a few more scenes where it's just Aiko kind of doing his own things instead of being with like another person. And because like every single scene has always been like, all right, how is this relationship with Olivia, how this relationship with Ben or Damien or Liz gonna play out. That was mostly a solo thing for Inko. Alright, my throat's starting to kill me, so I'm gonna pop a Ricola. Excuse me if the sound of a Ricola comes into the mic. I can't help it. Either way, it's not long before we climb into the car and begin our journey back to the school. I settle into the rhythmic motions of the car as it glides along the road. The cityscape of Volcadera Bluffs passes by, and I can't help but admire it. The mood is quickly killed, however, as Ben calls a certain red-scaled girl. The saccharine, lovey-dovey talk makes my head hurt, and I can guess by his expression that Ideken feels the same way. Yeah, even Ideken's like, ugh, Mia sucks. Mia sucks. That's like, I know. He changes the subject by asking if my parents could pick me up. Yeah, no. Looks like I'm gonna take the metro home. Late night metro home. Still, I had fun today. I bring out my own phone, noticing the half-dozen messages Olivia had sent while I was busy. Are you winning yet? Better be. Guts bet me some sunflower seeds that Ben would win. Huh, while there were more messages, that one in particular had me thinking. I mean, it wasn't a competition to begin with, but there's also the fact that the groom hadn't complimented any of Ben's shots, so I think I won. Collect your winnings, Olivia. I totally nailed it. Oh, hell yeah. Oh my god, it's the dancing gator. Good job, Agent. You deserve a reward for your hard work. Reward? What kind of... Oh. Oh my. Would she really? She knows that I'm with Ben and Ideken. The interior of the car feels a few degrees warmer as I wait with bated breath. Inko? You okay? You're breathing pretty hard. You know... Wait. What? What? Why would you expect a nude from her? What? I'm fine. Perfectly fine. Just, car sick. Yeah. I make sure there's absolutely no way anyone except me can view the screen. As extra protection, I dim the brightness of it, to point that only I'd be able to see a thing in the darkness of the car. Finally, Olivia's text comes through. I hold my breath before opening my eyes to see... Right. What? That's weird. Why would you expect a nude from her? That is cool, though. Mr. Ideken, I think Inko's about to vomit. Not in here. In hindsight, I should have seen that coming, seeing as I'm in love with her and all. No. Damn my hormones. Still no. It's weird. Even though we're pretty far into the fall season, today is a nice day out. Also, I'm pretty sure I made the right choice. So I am totally nailing the story. And now Olivia likes me more. There's a storm coming in later today with a cold front, so the temperatures outside are bearable enough to relax in. One last respite before the unforgiving cold of winter settles in. I I decide to celebrate by eating lunch outside. After a good bit of prodding, Olivia joined me. Inko, it's too cold. It'll freeze my veins solid. It's 70 degrees and you already agreed. Now calm down. We stepped out into chilled air. She pulls the drawstrings of her hoodie taut, yanking it shut again. When I try moving her along, she starts dragging her tail on the ground. Come on. You're secretly enjoying this, aren't you? That hoodie isn't your hiding little silly grin. There's a table by the edge of the yard. That looks pretty good. Now, it's just the two of us. Alone. Sitting at a picnic table in complete silence. Ingenious one-liners flow through my head like a slam poetry champion, yet I can't make up the will to say anything about the wedding to her. Cause there's so much underneath emotions behind that scene. I guess there's always later. So Olivia, the Gator lifts her head from her roast beef sandwich, staring directly at me. What's up? How about this weather? Seriously? Yeah, seriously, I'm not used to coastal towns, so it's a nice change of pace. Okay, no, but seriously, when people ask like, hey, how about this weather, huh? I just die inside. Olivia's right to do that. What is it? I think it was like a Tom Segura joke where it's like, oh yeah, I asked the taxi guy, so yeah, how's the weather? And he's like, you're a piece of shit for asking. Yeah. I hate questions like those too. Well, it's pretty chilly. Part of why we're the only ones out here. It is pretty empty out here today. Maybe it's like a human dino thing? More acclimated to snow. Even with the hoodie, it's a lot colder than I'd like. Oh, then why'd you agree to come on outside with me? Well, you wanted to, and I... And you? Olivia... Oh. I wanted to, and also I... Olivia's lips quiver a little as she tries to work out words to say. Her mouth isn't up to the task, as a flush of scarlet spreads across her cheeks and makes her pouting lips glow. Hey, stop looking at me like that. Stop looking at me like that. I mean, where are you from then? The Midwest. That's right, I'm in bumfuck nowhere Midwest. The Midwest? Only loons come from the Midwest. Yeah? Oh, come on, that's not completely true. Alright, what was it like then? A lot of empty promises. Nothing worth talking about. What was St. Hamid like before I showed up? Oh, horrible. Everybody here sucked. I love this spread of her. I love when she does that. Everybody here sucked. Well, they still do, I guess. But seriously, most of the faculty had a stick up their ass, and the student body was holding on for dear life. I'd do anything to get out of this place. If I gotta take you and Damien with me. Wow. Colorful. Olivia and I freeze at the familiar voice. Samia? Oh, it's Brockling, hey. The sound of stone grinding on stones echoes through the courtyard as we turn our heads towards whoever said that. Principal Scalar stands just as still as us, her face burning red. Oh shit, she just heard you talk shit about everyone. Though her jaw is moving, teeth grinding exceptionally as loud as she looks at Olivia. Oh shit. Next to her stands a large whale dressed in formal attire. I guess Mr. Ferris is still doing that inspection. Did he hear? Yes, he heard that. Yeah, he heard it. He heard it super good. What were you saying just now about that student morale, Principal Scaler? He doesn't even look up from his clipboard as he begins jotting down something with a pencil. I said had. As in before. Ever since Principal Scaler took over as principal, things have gotten better. Yeah? Yeah, is that good? Olivia's words do little to make Scaler's face lessen in both color intensity and heat. Yeah. I have to say, the school... It's like he's reading off a script. I have to say, the school is way better than my old one, at least by a country mile. Yeah. So, Mr. Ingo, would you say that your time in St. Hamid since you're transferred has been both fruitful and comfortable? Oh yeah, I mean, compared to my old school, I met good friends, had excellent teachers and classes, had an all-around good time. Also, cafeteria food here is great. It actually tastes like food and not microwaved, reheated gruel. Mr. Ferris gives me a nod and writes something else on his notepad before turning to face Olivia. What about you, Miss Olivia Halford, was it? Got any more comments regarding St. Hamid? Do be honest, if you please. Olivia shoots me a quick glance before taking a deep breath. Well, the school needs more handicap access ramps. Also, the elevator in the main building is busted. Sometimes I get stuck for a few minutes. Also, Bro, why is Procling pissed? Also, our PE teacher steals hats from the students and hoards them in the equipment shed. Why is she pissed? I can almost feel the heat emanating from Principal Scaler's face as soon as Olivia finishes lodging her complaints. Wouldn't want to be around her after Ferris's visit is over. For his part, Mr. Ferris only nods and writes down more on his clipboard before turning back to face Scaler, who does her best to turn her grimace into some kind of smile. Seems like there's some issues left over from the previous administration. Oh, so that's from Ferris. Seems like there are some issues left over from the previous administration. Hey, Aspen Mob, what's up? Happy 1 year anniversary to this game. It's 1 year already? Damn. Oh man, I didn't even realize. I was continuing to play this because it was past Valentine's Day, and I'm like, I gotta do it. But now I have another reason. Yeah, happy 1 year to this game. It's great. It's stupid. It's great. Also, welcome. How are you? Are you already taking care of correcting the issues Ms. Halford has pointed out? Principal Scaler nervously clears her throat. I've already sent in a request to the district to have the elevator looked at by a technician. Mr. Ferris nods and writes something else on his clipboard before clicking his pen and stuffing it in his front suit pocket. I'll have to talk to the superintendent about that request next time I'm in the office. What about this PE teacher Miss Olivia mentions? Oh no. Solly, oh no. Oh, Mr. Coach Solly. Ferris raises an eyebrow. It's his legal name. I know. Wait, what? Wait, is it supposed to be like a pun? Coke Solly? Coke Solly? I don't get it. He checks his page, then sighs a bit. Right. Ferris turns to face me. Well, that's enough about St. Hammond for the time being. Mr. Inko, how would you say things are going for you? Not just as a student, but also as a growing adult. Well, this school has helped me learn a lot, sir. I respect the efforts of the students and faculty alike for their efforts, and they're making me feel welcome. It really feels like he's just reading off a script. But there's like no reason that we can't... There's no reason that we cannot disrespect him. Sorry, there's no reason we cannot respect him. So, I guess he's just being polite. It's much more refined than my old school, at least. Wow, might as well ask him for a letter of recommendation already. Huh? That's not what I'm doing, Olivia. But, now that you mention it, hey, Ferris. Gonna have you to do some favors for me in a little bit. Gotta look at some colleges, you know what I'm saying? Olivia doesn't even respond to me, instead laughing quietly to herself. I'll keep that in mind. The Leviathan finishes jotting down something on his clipboard, finally turning to Principal Scalar. I think I have everything I need for the time being. So, Mr. Ferris, why don't we adjourn to the faculty lounge? Of course. We can go over your future budgetary plans over a nice cup of coffee. The inspector turns away, Principal Scalar lagging behind him with a look of pure misery on her face. I'm so sorry. I wish she'd done that freshman year. Yeah, but kind of suck, because you're like graduating soon, right? So it's like, it doesn't even matter now. With a huff and a frown, Olivia stabs her lunch tray, treating her Caesar salad like a voodoo doll. Well, look on the bright side, it's gonna happen, maybe. She levels her silver eyes on me, but remains focused on treating her salad like its namesake. It's senior year? We're halfway through? We're about halfway through. So we'll only have to put up with this place for a couple more months. She lances the largest piece of chicken, twisting her spork roughly. And then what? Then what? I guess, I don't really have any concrete plans for after school. What do you mean? You mentioned all this stuff about making a name for yourself? Yeah, but I'm an artist. Where's that gonna get me? I mean, yeah, when I first got here, that was the goal, but honestly, I haven't considered what I was going to do to get there. Now it's my turn to toy with my meal. You? What about you? I plan on getting an art degree. And then Inko is like, college, that's right, Whoa, really? Online, of course. Oh. Not like I have any other options. The only time I'm worth anything is when there's a brush in my hand. Only classes I'm really passing, too. I nod my head in understanding, but... She's talking about her future, but it sounds more like a resignation than a declaration. It kinda does. I don't know, the fact that she said online degree kind of feels a little sad. I don't know, I feel like you would get more of your money's worth if you were in person. But, you know, depends on the situation. I at least have something, even if my path to my goal is vague. The morose mood leaves me at a loss of words. Damn it. I was hoping to actually use this time to... I don't know. I wanted to talk to Olivia and ask her something. Or something like that. Stupid Mr. Ferris and his workplace politics dampening the mood. Come on, Ferris, you were kind of chill when we were on the train. The air between us is awkward as we pick at our lunch, and even after the bell rings, we're forced to finish eating. It's still weird. Even when I ask if Olivia would like to push to history, she just remains silent in thought. Olivia's been quiet for about 5 minutes now. And this Ricola is just like hitting against my teeth so much. Even though 5 minutes isn't that long a time, Olivia had grown so much chatter as of late, so the silence felt just a bit off-putting to me. A part of me couldn't help but wonder if it's a cold shoulder directed at me or just remaining nerves from the last conversation. No use thinking about it. So, I don't know, penny for your thoughts, Olivia? Yeah, that conversation was awkward as fuck. Yeah, sure, but how you feeling? How you doing, girl? Oh, right. Sorry, I guess I'm not here right now. Yeah, that's fine. Kind of, having an existential crisis is not pretty good, and like when you're in public with, hanging out with people, What were you thinking about exactly? Olivia lets out a sigh and turns her head upward so that her eyes met mine. That's great. That's her answer. So what are you thinking? I really got to thinking about how we were talking about earlier. How it seems like neither of us knows what we'll be exactly doing after school's over. Oh, right, yeah, the existential dread. Right. I hadn't really given much thought to the fact that I had essentially dropped a bombshell in both of us. Whoops. Now that I really stopped to think about it though, the idea that neither one of us really knows what to do after graduation is concerning. Most seniors at least have a small idea of what they'll want to do after grad. At least, I think. Hell, Liz had made full chart and timeline for herself. I mean, I always figured I'd go to college, but that feels so basic, for a lack of a word. I don't know, there should be some kind of grander plan on what to do with the next big step in life. University, a career, maybe even starting some kind of family. Those are the kind of plans that come to mind. They're all just simple platitudes at the end of the day, though. Is it even worth making plans? Yes, it actually is, yes. It totally is. Because even if you don't follow plans, you don't even have to follow the plan. At least it can give you some, like, a guidance. Like, it's like talking to someone on a piece of paper and being like, okay, yeah, this is good, or maybe this is not so good, let's do something else. The more I think about it, the more likely it is that something stupid just comes out of left field and wrecks everything. Cue Mia in like 3, 2... If you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans and all. So maybe all I can really do then is live in the moment? I always hated that sort of thinking. I do too. Just be a sitting duck for life to take pot shots at me. Just live pretending death can't show up and take me at any time. Ah, I can't believe it. Oh my god. Hey, Inko. Left field called. Hey, it's Olivia. Oh, thanks, left field. And friend. Olivia stiffens in her chair. Oh, hey, Mia. Olivia's words are a hiss as she tries to face away from the crimson-scaled girl. Her hands shakily strain against the wheels of her chair, slowly turning it too. Got a couple questions to ask you, Olivia. Would you like to humor me for a bit? Oh, what am I saying? Course you don't mind. Oh, you bitch. The parasaur saunters up. With the sway of her hips, pushes me aside as she takes Olivia's reins from me. Oh, you bitch. What the hell? You're insane if you think we're going with you anywhere. Come at me, bro. That's like the most come at me, bro pose ever. You know what? I'm not a dino, but at least I can stretch my head out when I'm mad. We? She looks down to Olivia and back at me. We. He's funny. We're just going for a little girl talk. No boys allowed, sorry. You're up for that, right, Liv? She puts her hand on her shoulder and cocks an eyebrow back at me like she knows something. So yeah, we'll just be a moment. Don't worry about that pretty little head of yours. Did you just hijack my girl? Did she just like Grand Theft Auto'd my Gator girl? I'm sorry. I'm left gawking and confused as the two head off in another direction. Olivia doesn't seem to know what to say or do either, so she just goes along with the parasaur wheeling her away. A part of me wants to give chase, but the side eye that Mia sends back at me forces me to stop. I feel useless as I watch the two turn the corner. My thoughts of what I want to do going after the pair are betrayed by my body still frozen by the icy glare from Mia. Ah, damn it. Damn it. The class bell. I'll have to get to class and ask what this was all about later. Oh, that's stupid how there's no choice for this. By the time I get to Prockling's history class, I'm half expecting to find Olivia already waiting for me. Some kind of remark primed, ready to be spoken to me. But instead, she isn't there. I reluctantly take my seat, tapping my foot impatiently. Even when the bell comes and goes, there's still no sign of her. Shit! I shouldn't have let Olivia go with her alone. What the hell was I thinking? Why was there no choice for this? I really don't want to cut class, but I can't afford anything bad happening to her. No, I can't sit and do nothing. I shoot my hand up into the air, causing Miss Prockling to pause mid-lecture. Yes, Mr. Nito? Miss Prockling, can I please be excused? Why? Class barely started a few minutes ago. Because I have to take... Okay? Because I shat myself. Fuck! I'm halfway out the door already. What? Why? Why? Why can't you just say no? I have to go. I have to go now. I have to go now. Why you have to be like I already went? Sorry. Ah, so stupid. Ah, Inko, you're so dumb. Where'd they go? There's not a soul to be found anywhere. If I were a bitch, where would this bitch harass somebody in secret? Ah, shoot. Whatever's between them, I hope it isn't turning physical. I mean, she wouldn't. Would she? Oh, she would. My hands clench together. My hands clench tighter and tighter as I focus on walking faster. Finally, something snaps out of my trance. Something snaps me out of my trance. The faint sound of squeaking metal. I've heard that sound before. I turn towards the source, just beyond the door of a nearby classroom. Judging by the paraphernalia covering the door, I think this is the algebra room. I grab the handle and haphazardly throw the door open, praying that I'm not about to rudely interrupt the teacher for the second time today. Looks like shit, oh my. Should be happy it's done. Two heads turn to me in a mix of anger and surprise. And they're the heads of the girls I was looking for. It's like a sudden three-way standoff, and I was definitely not intended to be a factor in whatever this is. I really should have just thought about that before barging in. Ooh, probably does not look good now. But thank Raptor Jesus she's okay. Oh, they both said, "What the fuck are you doing here?" I should ask you two the same question. Oh my god. Look, Baldy, now's not the time. Don't talk to him like that. Yeah, or what? I told you not to be followed. You were there when we left. He just heard you screaming like a maniac. I've been forgotten already. Cool. Hey, come at me, bro. Why are you two in an empty classroom yelling at each other? The two fall deafeningly silent, unwilling or unable to speak. I don't know. I mean, I feel like Inko's presence is valid because he did get robbed. Like Olivia literally just got kidnapped. I notice a piece of paper in Mia's hand. It looks like something's drawn on it. The style is different, but it's unmistakably one of Olivia's works. Mia, why do you have her drawing? The parasaur stops blinking for a few seconds before shoving the paper in her jacket. Before I can question it any further, Olivia speaks up. Inko, why did you come here? You seem like you were in trouble? Oh, how touching. Well, we're all in trouble now. We? Yeah, dumbass. I don't have time for this. Hot Wheels, fill him in. I'm sorry? What's the big issue? Olivia? Olivia claws at her armrests again. What is happening? What is happening? She looks ready to cry. Hey, where'd all your vicious bravado go? Are you afraid to tell him? Afraid of what he'll think? Shut up! Fine. Precious, fine, I'll say it. Mia turns to me with a malicious grin. I know what this prick did during the yearbook art contest. Now, ordinarily, I wouldn't give two shits. But then it hit me. Holy shit, she can just get away with it. Now, how crazy is that? She pauses, goading me to say otherwise, but I bite my tongue. Like a shark smelling blood, she starts to circle me, continuing her taunts. Then one thing leads to another. Now we're helping each other out. After all, if the school found out, it'd leave a permanent mark on her unemployable ass. What? Yours too, probably, since you're involved in all. My teeth creak painfully from my clenched jaw, and yet the blood drained from my face. I'm talking about her record, you mouth breather. Art's her big break, right? Skipping the whole rigmarole? The gist of it's simple. So Olivia draws some BS group projects for me and some friends of mine, turns them in. and I make sure the whole incident goes away. I managed to earn back some of the feeling in my consciousness, just long enough to defy her. But what is black? Oh my god, Inko, you're such a stupid goober. But that's blackmail and cheating. That's wrong, man. It's like the last time we had a scene like this, and he's like, "Wait a minute, hold on. I think Mia's a bully." It's like, yeah, dumb shit. Oh my god, that's fucking precious. Mia blinks a few times before turning to look at Olivia, then back to me, then back to Olivia. What? Are you disappointed in her now? I bet you made her pinky swear that she would never do anything like that again. She leans closer to me, fall whispering. Well, sorry to break the news, Inko, but your friend here is a liar. Don't listen, I wouldn't be. She was threatening me. Puh, threatening? Honey, if we were swapped, you see my ass hang. Wait, why? 'Cause your ass would be fat or what? Like what? All I'm doing is making things better for the both of us. Not my fault you try to get away with cheating. You'd think a cripple like you would have more shame than that. Damn, like, damn, like, bitch. Like, and I said, bitch. I watched Olivia's eyes start twitching. Mia's really starting to get to her. Can't let her keep talking to her like that. Mia, just stop it, okay? She really doesn't need this right now. Alright, we just had an existential crisis, like, literally 10 minutes ago. Can't you both just walk away, pretend this never happened? Like... Oh, shit, Inko, you're good. Huh, you hear that, Olivia? What? No, but I didn't... what? Olivia's staring at me with a look of betrayal that threatens to tear my heart in two. God damn it, why can't I stop talking for once? That's weird, there's no choices I can make here. Mia waves me off, turning to face her target once more. I bet you'd love to walk away from this. But things just don't work out that way, do they? Oh, that's why you didn't want Inko knowing you're still a dirty cheater. Shut up. Oh, relax. It's not a big deal. No, I'm sick of this. You already admitted it. Art's my big break. You're the only one. You're only doing this because art is all I have. Your record is fucked. You lose nothing if we get caught. It's Tuesday for you. But me, it's all I have. You're embarrassing yourself. You know I can't lift, or run, or carry or dance, or fucking anything you do on a daily basis without even thinking about it. I can't ever do anything else because of this fucking legs and this fucking chair. Why can't any of you just leave me alone? I just want to draw, for God's sakes. Mia rolls her eyes and takes a step closer to Olivia. That's a nice outburst and all, sweetie, but I really thought you were smarter than this. Olivia wipes away at her eyes with her sleeve. What? Mia takes another step forward. Think, handbag. Would I really go through the trouble of making you do this junk for middling grades? If your work were crap, you wouldn't have a record to hold over you. Everyone knows you're the best artist in this place. Oh, jeez. So stupid about it. Olivia's mouth hangs open, but no words come out. You're the kind of idiot to let this sort of comment get to you, so let me be the first to say,
Congratulations, Olivia. You have a fan. Anyways, Inko.
Shit, it's my turn.
Distractions aside, you're in on it now, too. You don't want Olivia to starve now, would you? Her words, not mine.
What?
Say a damn word about any of this and she's doomed. Do you understand me?
I try to muster up the words of defiance, but just past Mia's stare of death, I spot Olivia's horrified expression.
Hello, Baldy. I'm waiting for your answer, Skinny.
I can imagine her being such a rude ass bitch as to her just knocking on his bald head. Is there anyone in there? I honestly don't know or what to do in this situation. No.
Excuse me?
Let me think this over with Olivia.
Think this over? You dense or something? This is a simple yes or no question. You can't seriously
Mia pinches the bridge of her snoot and lets out a tired sigh.
Fine. The two of you talk it over and reach some kind of resolution. But don't change the fact of what I said earlier, Inko. Don't say I don't do nothing nice. But think carefully, amigo. You both got a hell of a lot more to lose than I do.
Mia only gives me and Olivia one final glance before unceremoniously leaving the room. Takes me a bit to recover my thoughts. I never thought Mia would go this far. And Olivia right now, she must be. I stand up from the floor, slowly approaching the alligator. She looks like a mess.
Why? Why did you have to come in here?
I'm sorry. I was so worried about what Mia could have been doing to you, and I wanted to make sure you were kidnapped. You were kidnapped? Olivia grips her armrests.
I was alright. I had it handled with Mia.
But to basically be her slave, doing all her work, you were kidnapped.
Not all of it, just whatever she needs to pass.
I'll take the seat next to her, there.
She threatened me that she'd go to Scalar and spilled everything. And if Scalar knew that I swapped the art, she'd know that it was with you. I couldn't let her do that to us, so I got desperate. I told her I'd do anything she wanted. And that's how I got mixed up with her.
I let out a deep and heavy sigh, but how did she know?
Olivia, I can understand why, but I heard how Mia was treating you before I came in. Even when you were doing her work to save her skin, she was treating your art, most importantly you, like garbage. My words ripped through the Gator girl's fragile heart, her face contorting in a fierce snarl, even as her eyes grow wet.
You're miserable.
You know that.
Olivia looks away from me. Okay, that was weird. Is that from my TV? Yeah, that's my TV. That's weird. My TV just got notifications like, you have insufficient storage. Weird. Olivia looks away from... what a weird, tension breaker. Olivia looks away from me, her face scrunching up as the tears well in her eyes.
I don't know what to do. And I don't even know I can trust her to keep her word. And now that you know what's going on, Mia has a noose around both our necks.
The gravity of the situation settles in. It feels like something in me is both frozen over and ablaze. There's
There's only 6 months left in the semester. It's not like she's asking for anything impossible. Her eyes regain some fire as she smiles. I'll just have to tough it out. Keep making art to shut her up until this whole stupid thing can blow over. She's been going through this for so long, and she's still... It's just... I'm out of options, and so is she. I just blurt out the first thing that comes to mind. Why not tell Scalar about what Mia's making you do? You don't have to admit it.
You don't have to admit that you're the one that swapped. Make it seem like you are a victim here. Well, you are the victim, but I mean, like, make it seem like... I don't know, just make it sound like you're not the swapper. Just be like, hey, Scalar, Mia's bullying me, and she's threatening, to make her do her homework because she's trying to blame me for swapping. And then just leave it at that.
Scalar, are you out of your mind? You saw how she handles things around here, especially with that auditor breathing down her neck. I'm trying to avoid getting caught.
Alright. What about Eidegen? He trusts you.
For a split second, I could see her mask crack, her real worry evident in those silver eyes shaking. No. Olivia makes a show of clearing her throat. Mr. Eidegen doesn't need to hear this either. You know he'd be able to. I can do this on my own. Her balled up fists quake wildly after they slam into her armrests, and the Gator girl does her best to hide her wince. I really don't think we can fix this if we're not working together. There's nothing to fix. I told you I have it under control. Just please, Inko, I need you to trust me on this. Don't ruin this for me. I do trust you. Her voice is softening, as if she's been fully drained now. I can handle it, I told you. Her fists unfurl and continue shaking. I take one of her hands, ignoring her indignant sputters as I delicately cradle it into my palm. Her protests die down into a pained whine when my thumb ever so slightly presses down on a joint. All this time, you've been doing your best, Olivia. My soft words draw out an even softer breath from her. Mia's had me drawing for her group almost daily. Must hurt a lot after so long. Maybe it does, but it's nothing I can't work through. Why can't you trust me to help then? It's not that I don't trust you, Inko. It's that she doesn't want him to be as involved because she doesn't want to hurt him. It's that I did trust everyone else. So please, stop asking about fixing me. Or fixing things, I mean. Is this what it's about? Yeah, that's okay. That's the best explanation for all these choices that are made so far. It's you make the choice that just supports her but not fix her, because no one likes that. No one likes the I can fix her guy. Olivia's burning out at this point. She's already hurt badly. I can feel her hand still shaking. It's beyond the point that either of us alone can handle. I let go of Olivia's hand, watching as she takes back her hand and settles it against her chest. I hook a nearby chair leg with my foot and drag the seat closer. Close enough that I can sit down right next to the baryonyx. Inko? I find that being next to her like this makes it easier for what I'm about to say. Breathe in.
breathe out. Meeting her eyes once again, I speak my honest thoughts. Ideken can help, Olivia. Her teeth grind together, as though contemplating mauling my face off. Please, hear me out. I want to trust you, Inko, but I'm just scared that Ideken will hate me forever for this. He's the only one that's ever made me feel like my art is worth something. I can't lose him. Look, we can get you out of this. Of course, Ideken will understand, even go to bat for you. He went to bat for me. If you're the one to speak up, it means you're the one getting back at Mia. And Mia would. Oh man, Mia. Oh, imagine Mia's face though when we get back at her. She won't have power over you. I can't just give it all up like this. How can I trust you with my entire future? You have nothing to lose. I have everything. Can you trust Ideken? Will he really just let that happen? Mia has no reason to not throw you under the bus. Does he? Of course not. Mr. Ideken is... He's the only teacher that's never given up on me. And I'm here with you too. You're not alone, Mia. Sorry. You're not alone, Olivia. Ooh. But you need to accept our help. Please. Olivia looks me in the eyes for a few seconds before sharply snapping her face downward. Her body then begins to quiver, almost as if she trembles with a mixture of cold and fear. Olivia. I get up from my chair and reach out to grasp her shoulder to try and comfort her somewhat. It's okay. I'm here for you. Olivia's shaking lessens, giving me hope that my words were starting to reach her, but not 2 seconds after those thoughts cross through my mind, Olivia's shaking resumes once again. The shakings following by sniffling, which at point I noticed tears rolling down Olivia's snout and falling right onto her lap. Before I can finish my words, Olivia lunges forward and wraps her Olivia lunges forward and wraps her arms around my abdomen, bringing me forward and burying her face into my stomach. At which point she begins to let out what I can only describe as a pain-filled wail. At first, I'm left utterly frozen in place, hands raised and eyes wide. Nothing in my life has ever prepared me for a situation such as this. I feel like we should get some custom art for this. No, Inko. You know what to do. I place my other hand on Olivia's other shoulder and slowly take a single knee, bringing me to eye level with her. There we go. Hey, we hugged the gator again. Then, without saying a word, I tighten my embrace, allowing her arms to wrap around my neck as I wrap my arms around hers. My waist is pulled closer too by her boa-like tail that's become an impromptu belt harnessing me to the gator girl. There's a distinct thumping on my chest, rhythmic and relaxing. The realization that it's her heart sets my face ablaze, but also brings a smile to my lips. I closed my eyes and left myself become lost in the warmth of Olivia's embrace. When we break apart, I check on our time limit. My phone says there's still 20 minutes before school's out. Hopefully, Ideken has a free period right now. You ready? Olivia gives a small nod. I get up and start toward the door. The door held open with the back of my shoe. I look back to her, As Olivia wheels over, she grunts with each push. Oh crap, I'm such an idiot. Once she reaches me, Olivia gives me a very meaningful look, though I don't really get its intent till her tail wraps itself around my wrist. Oh, right. Taking Olivia's reins for— oh, that's so sweet. Taking Olivia's reins for her, we start towards our art teacher's room in companionable silence. Man, I can't wait to just go home and relax. Maybe open a bag of chips. This was a stressful day. Olivia, I need to go home and get my stress Doritos. Olivia's tremoring has fallen to a 2 on the Richter scale, so that's nice. She's seen enough Mia to last a while. Then again, so have I. She'd probably kill us if she saw us sneaking off. We're near the end of it all. It's nearly over. It's the first bit of quiet that we get, just the sounds of Olivia and I walking through the halls. Olivia's gripping my wrist pretty hard. Guess she's still pretty tense. Man, that's crazy. It's been like, what, 10 minutes since we got that, like in real time, like 15 minutes since that last conversation that we had outside with the existential crisis. We have to pile that on top of what just happened. High school is stressful, man. Olivia's gripping my wrist pretty hard. Guess she's still pretty tense. Say, maybe there's a massage place around here. That'd be pretty nice. No, wait a second. Just the sounds of Olivia and I walking through the halls? Something ancient awakens in me. An icy chill races down my spine as if there's a knife poised just behind my neck. The Gator girl tenses, head stiffly turning. Her pupils slowly shift to mine, and her contraction to pinpoints bring attention to the danger my ancestral instincts are warning me of. Oh, god damn it. Sup? You two trying to run. Fight or flight. Reflexes kick in. Zero thought on my end. My body chose to just book it. Yo, animation. What? Time to go. Yo! Sorry, Mia. This elevator is for handicaps only. Well, actually, no. You would probably, you know. For a moment, I wonder if the deafening noise of the metal doors being hit is from punching Mia in its rage, or accidentally slamming into it to chase after us. When I catch you, I will eviscerate you and every last thing you love. Fuck! The elevator finally begins its descent downwards. I exhale deeply. Olivia gasps for breath. My arm stings from Olivia's razored grip. Good thing I have a jacket. Her claws have shredded the sleeve. I think it may have even drawn blood. I shake my arm a bit, and Olivia retracts her hands apologetically. Sorry. Oh god. Are you okay? No, I'm not. What happens when we reach the bottom? Mia will be waiting for us. Olivia removes the key from its slot. It won't open. Just don't make any noise. The elevator reaches the bottom. Just as Olivia said, without the key, the outmoded chamber simply powers down. Silence. There's a small gap under the door letting light in. There's nobody there. We sit in the dark,
empty cabin for what feels like minutes. I'm pressed close to Olivia while we wait it out. I could feel her tail wrap around my ankle, which thankfully won't rip my clothing apart. The phrase 7 minutes in heaven surfaces in my mind and is buried immediately. Yeah, probably not the best thing to think about right now. It's a bit warm in here. Shh. Heavy, rapid footsteps zone in on us, accompanied by the sound of ripping paper. Mia's destroying everything on the walls. You fuckers had better still be in there. You cowards right away, so help me, Raptor Jesus. She's right in front of the door. I hear her heavy breathing and soft thuds as she attempts to put her ear to the door a few times. I try to stay as silent as possible, but I'm afraid that the homicidal parasaur can hear my heart hammering in my chest and pants crapping horror. God help you if any of your phones ring. Like, oh. Mia, with no, so that's the worst part of it, right? Like, if you're trying to hide and you realize, oh shit, my phone, I gotta silence my phone. So the problem with that is, for most people, if you have to unlock your phone, you will hear that little click sound, and you're fucked. Mia, with no intention to vent her frustrations verbally, resorts to the next best thing: physical therapy. We're surrounded by the sounds of ripping paper, dented lockers, and drywall fracturing. Whoa, on occasion, something hits the elevator door again. Olivia and I don't dare move. I hear other voices. Mia's drawn attention to herself. Who the fuck are you looking at? Do you want one less horn? Find someone quick. I fucking swear, I've had it with that fucking luggage case on wheels. Good luck painting when you're done eating through a straw, bitch legs, crow cunt. Olivia takes a sharp breath. Silence. What was that sound? What was that noise? Whose footprints are these? It sounds like a series of sharp cracks. Hey, whoa, hey, it's all cool. It's not what it looks like, it's Rapid footsteps echo from down the hall. Is she gone? What the fuck could have scared Mia like that? There's a light knock on the elevator door. Hey, is anyone in there? He sounds exhausted, but it's definitely Ideken! By now, my eyes have adjusted to the light. Olivia's relief is palpable and shared, my body finally relaxing and practically melting against the wall of the tiny elevator. Oh, we're gonna have to tell Ideken. I mean, we were gonna tell him anyway, but now we're gonna have to tell him. It's safe to come out. It's all clear. Well, it looks like a stick of dynamite went off out here, but otherwise it's fine. I look at Olivia, who stares at the key in her hand. She moves to unlock the elevator, but hesitates. I think our teacher's able to sense it, since his tired voice carries the weight of worry. Carries the weight of his worry. Everything will be okay, I promise. But she doesn't put it in. She just stares. You don't know that. Olivia whispers softly. I could barely make it out. God, please. Putting that key in and opening up means telling Ideken everything. There's no way Mia's letting this slide. Nothing's a safe bet. Nothing could be said for sure. She can't do anything. She can't do anything either. So she looks to me, as if I had an answer. The key is offered to me, delicately held between two of her claws. We're gonna have to tell him.
gonna make that choice here. I'm gonna make the save here. I'm gonna take that key. We're gonna take the key. Wait, no, wait, hold on. Take the key so I can put it in, or take the key so she doesn't open the door. That's the. Oh. The key's offered to me, so I have the choice. So she's not gonna do it. I have to do it. So I will take the key. Alright, let's get this over with. We've gotten this far. It's time to end it. I've had enough about all this stress. And by the looks of it, so has Olivia. She's been dealing with this much longer than me, so it's time for me to carry my own weight here. It's the least I can do to take that final step for her. If she doesn't trust Ideken, she trusts me. She trusts Ideken. I think she trusts Ideken a little bit more than me. She doesn't trust Ideken? That doesn't sound right. But it can't be anything else. It's just that. Enough nonsense. I take the key and move to slide the key in the panel. Hey, what's going on? With the key inserted and twisted, the dark room shudders briefly before the metal door finally starts to slide open. We're greeted by the sight of our teacher looking very haggard, his brow slick with sweat and holding some strange black rod. Olivia reels back at the sight of the odd but... Do you have a taser on you? Was that the crackling sound? Did you have like a stun baton? Thanks for saving us, Mr. Ideken. For the students? Jeez, don't thank me just yet. I'm gonna need an explanation for all of this. So is Principal Scalar, for that matter. He steps aside and motions us out of the elevator with a wave of the broad stick. Come along now, give the janitor some time to take care of this mess. Holy shit, it looks like Mia just tried to destroy everything within her reach in the hallway. On the ceiling, a pipe is leaking water intended for fountains and toilets. Wait, excuse me? Wait, that implies that the same pipe for fountains is for I'm sorry? A group of dinos in overalls around the corner, looking absolutely pissed. Sorry, guys. Our teacher waves at them and begins escorting us to his room. All the adrenaline has faded now, and I could feel the acute pain in my arm. It's not a taser for students, it's for dinosaur students. Oh. as if that's much better. Okay, yeah, you know what? That makes sense. Because, you know, animals and all. Olivia's hand also hello. Olivia's hand reaches back behind her head to the arm she had grabbed, and her fingers delicately loop around the spot. She looks back, her mouth shut tight, but her sympathetic eyes telling me she's sorry. I nod back with a comforting smile. Sure, it hurt, but I knew she didn't mean it. We look forward again to the door of Ideken's classroom. Olivia sighed and resigned herself to explaining everything to our teacher. Olivia looked ready to collapse. She had taken the better part of an hour explaining Mia's extortion in full detail to Mr. Ideken. I grab Olivia's canteen and I hand it to her. Hell yeah. Support. She greedily chugs the entire thing, gasping after rubbing her sore throat. It was hard to get a read on what our teacher was thinking. Sure, his brow was furrowed, his fingers steepled, and he was muttering to himself. Finally, with a deep sigh, he stands from his desk and looks at the exhausted girl. I had a feeling this was going on, but to this extent, you should have come forward sooner. I know, but we're here now, aren't we? Fair point. Still, I'm concerned that you
thought nobody would notice. I didn't think anybody would care to look. Those assignments go through dozens of eyes, you know. What do you mean? Your style, Olivia. I saw it from a mile away, and I was waiting for you to talk to me. You knew? Why didn't you say anything? I wanted it to come from you. I wanted you to be the adult. Don't worry, I'm not going to lecture you. Raptor Jesus knows you've had enough of that already. I'm glad you two are okay.
Okay, so he's cool. He's cool with it so far. Maybe we don't have to talk to Scalar about this?
Yeah, I thought she was actually gonna kill us.
I mean, the fact that Mia actually tried to kill us, for even, like, considering going to Ideken, proves that she does have more to lose than she's letting on. Because why the fuck would she do that? Mr. Ideken shakes his head before he smiles softly at us.
Have some faith in the faculty here. We do our best for you.
And that's debatable.
With what we have on Mia now, we can justify watching her like a hawk from here on. Anyone else she was harassing ought to thank you.
Are you sure she's actually going to get in trouble for this?
Well, at this point, we'd look bad if we didn't punish Mia for this kind of behavior.
That's a relief. I mean, I'd be skeptical about this whole thing because the teachers could just go to me and be like, hey, don't do this, and then that's it. They'll just give her like a slap on the wrist, be like, hey, don't do this again.
Come on, you two. You two can hunker here until school clears out.
You're sure?
You were going to stay after like this anyway, right? In the elevator?
Yeah. Oh! The loud noise made me stumble to the floor.
Did you just tease yourself? Mr. Ideken.
Whoops. Ideken looks at the device in his hand. Is that a tape? It's taser! There's a piece of tape with something written on it. Estrus protocol. Oh, it's when they're like corny and like they're in heat and they gotta like. Oh, okay, I get it. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. It's when these people are in heat and they have to just like wreck up the place. That's to stop them.
Anyway, I'm going to run and get some things done. They're going to want my account on paper pretty soon. May as well knock it out on the way.
With no care at all, Mr. Ideken chucks the electric weapon onto his desk before returning it to his doorway. But why tase me, though? What the fuck did I do?
Don't burn the place down, alright?
Alone, I go sit near the back of the classroom. Looking out the window, I finally let out a huge sigh I've been holding in. Olivia rolls over to join me, and surprisingly, she's smiling.
You are riding, Go.
Huh?
I could trust him.
We sit in silence, just looking out the window. When school is let out, we watch the crowd of students going home. I don't see Mia in the crowd, but that doesn't matter. I think, despite it all, Olivia's life is going to be a bit easier after today. While students trickle out of the school, Olivia took the chance to unwind. I figured it'd be best to let her rest, as I saw her drooping eyelids finally shut. She looked cute, just napping idly in her wheelchair. Except for the weird bellowing, when you know the one where she goes snoo 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 snoo. It was like a snore, except I could feel it vibrating through the floor. With the clouds hitting the sun and the classroom's lights turned off, I could do with some shut-eye too. But I can't bring my eyes closed. Instead, oh god, PC just froze for a second. Instead, I looked out the window. The layer of clouds overhead steadily grows more dense, casting a darker shade on everything. The light raindrops prick against the glass. Crap, I really should have brought my umbrella. As a few minutes go by, they roll in closer and closer, blocking out the sunlight. If Olivia were awake, she'd think this was pretty neat. I think that would be pretty neat too. Like heavy rain, tapping on glass. That's a pretty good damn feeling. I look back to her. Maybe I could nap too. Just a little. Oh. My eyes are drawn upward to the heavy clouds in the sky. It's nighttime. In moments, the glass of window is assailed by the numerous heavy droplets of rain. Holy moly. The trees outside are billowing almost aggressively. Several small branches are stripped away in a torrential downpour. An umbrella won't help with this. Huh? What? My phone's blaring an alarm. So this is Olivia's. Instructions to shelter in place for several hours. The classroom door is thrust almost open quickly. Mr. Idekin's back, panting hard and clothes drenched. Oh, he looks like shit. He takes our moments of surprise to compose himself the best he can. Sorry about that. The faculty is doing a sweep of the campus right now. Apparently there's a monsoon scare right now. Monsoon? Does that happen here? What? Also, monsoon? What? I should know what that is. Oh. It's a huge storm. I've never actually heard that often. Monsoon. Heidekin gestures to his drenched outfit and out the window as to ask if Mia had clocked me in the head after all. Right. Are we going to be alright? Oh, of course. Schools are designated shelters for the worst disasters. If anything, you're safer here than at home. But the hallway outside is open, isn't it? I just finished putting the cover up. A cover? Just keep close to the wall, yeah? What do we need now? Idekin shakens his phone at us. Shelter in place. We're all stuck here for a few hours. Olivia reaches into her bag and pulls out her drawing book and a well-used pencil. Actually, why don't you use this time to catch up on some schoolwork? I'm sure you have some work from other classes still pending, and I can't think of a better time to tackle that than now. Today's been rough. Can't I do this or finish my nap instead? That's fine too, but aren't you falling behind grade-wise in some of your other classes? No. Maybe. Fine. I'll catch up on some of the work. I love that pose. Where she's like, Idekin gives a simple nod and smiles. Olivia puts away her drawing materials and instead pulls out her bulky mathematics book, which she sets on the table with more force than necessary, followed by her notebook. With some hesitation on her part, Olivia sets herself to work. Meanwhile, I bring myself closer to her in case she wants some help with the work. After a few minutes, it's clear her mind and spirit isn't into the work one bit. She constantly fidgets, taps her pen on the table, and looks around the room and out the window. Eventually, she lets out, and slams her book shut. This sucks. Can I please do something else? I love that so much. Give me 1 second. Okay, back to game. Ideken, who had been busy himself with creating some paperwork, snaps up away from his work, looking at Olivia while rubbing his chin. Well, there is one other thing you can help me out with. Would need both of your help with it. Would you even consider it a new extra assignment? What do you say? I don't know. Today's been pretty rough on Olivia. Absolutely, I'll do it. Alright, yeah, sure. Wonderful, it's back here. He starts walking to the back of the room and waves for the two of us to follow him. Whoa, something in the dark room? Oh man, I thought we wouldn't get to do anything in here until the last few weeks of the semester. Are we going to get a head start on the section? Maybe we'll be making prints or learning about C41 and... Huh? Oh, Olivia's poking my back. Quit with the cinematic gait. You're going too slow. Oh, oops. I shake the excitement off and head into the dark room. Ideken holds the door open for the two of us to enter. The inside glows a vibrant crimson light. Ideken's suit appears to be light up in the red lights, as does my shirt. I've only actually been in a dark room once before. This is so cool. I clasp my hands together. So, what are we developing? We? Oh, this is an important job just for you. Alright, I'm ready for it. What am I developing? Your lower back. With a click on the switch, and the red lights switch to normal lights and properly illuminate the room. Oh, you're just gonna carry some shit for me, man. There's some boxes over there. I need one at each station around the room, but they're too heavy for me. You thought we were gonna do actual work. If you can, of course. Legally, I can't make you do any of this. Do I get extra credit? You get one of these bag of chips I keep hidden in my desk. It's like a bag of Doritos. It's like, man, there's not even a good flavor of Doritos. No, it's not even Doritos. It's just like plantain chips. I mean, plantain chips are good, but I'd rather take Doritos. Fine. Nice. Come on, Olivia. We should clear the way for him. There actually is something in the box we need in a bit. The two move back to the entrance, and I'm faced with the myriad boxes I'll have to carry. Looks like there's about 10. They're pretty medium-sized, like you could fit a table lamp in them. How heavy can they? Thud. Just lift with your knees, Inko. This is gonna suck. I look at Olivia, and she already has her phone out and pointing my way. Damn it all. I shift my legs and try again. I actually managed to get this thing off the ground. This must weigh at least 70 pounds. Oh, come on, you can lift 70 pounds. Oh, what are these loaded with? His eyes. What are these loaded with? Bricks? Something like that. Careful, they're fragile. Finally I get the last box in its place. I pick a chair and collapse in a heap. My muscles are on fire. Though, to be honest, I don't know if I could have done it all at the beginning of the year, so I guess I'm getting stronger. Ideken walks back to the dark room with a small black toolbox. Oh good, you're done. Come on out and take a breather. Oh, that looked tough. I'd rather stay here. Olivia shows up in the doorway behind Ideken. I'm surprised you didn't use the dolly. Wait, what dolly? What dolly? No. Before you get started with me, Inko, you didn't ask. Oh, now Inko's the one with the murderous gaze. For the love of, I hate you. That's the spirit. Olivia stifles her laughter into a snickering. Even Olivia could have told him. Your mood will improve when you see just what we've been carrying. Oh? He grabs a box cutter from the shelf and slices the top of one open. Our teacher pulls out what looks like a large overhead lamp from the box. Oh, sweet. So that means that you'll be making your own prints for midterms. Oh, that sounds awesome. Oh man, I can't wait to. But before any of that, these have to be assembled. The rest of the parts were taken from the first box and set down meticulously. Olivia's gotten curious as she rolled up to the station and handling one of the funnier looking pieces. Anywho, here you two go. Wait, two? Yes, two. I don't think I didn't notice you watching Inko so much. The stammered denial from Olivia does nothing to wipe the cheeky grin from her teacher's face. Man, why you gotta embarrass us like this? This is all punishment. This is all punishment for what has happened. For telling on him. For telling him on Mia. But what about you, Mr. Eidegen? I'll be right back. He makes his way to the door again. Get started without me. I need to go fetch some things. Before either Olivia or I can speak up, he's left the room. Olivia already has the toolbox open on her lap. Right then, I've grabbed the folded up instructions and lay it out, seeing the details of the bizarre device fully assembled. Okay, so just step 1. Hand me the next piece. Oh, did I scare you? Yes, you scared me. Those things are heavy. What if you dropped that on something? I didn't, though. But you could have. And I didn't. Olivia's tail reaches for some brackets, but I grab the limb before she can take them. Wait, hold on. We gotta do things right, or the enlarger might not work right. She retracts her tail from the table. Ah, you're no fun. It's just an oversized lamp. That's a gross, simple oversimplification. You're a gross oversimplification. I think it's gonna make you use the one you break. Just means I can sketch more, right? Well, it means you can't participate and learn about photography. Well, I'm not a photographer. Photography is your thing, so it doesn't really apply to me much, does it? Well, that's maybe the case for you, but photography is my thing. It's the whole reason I took this class, after all. This doesn't affect you, Inko. Oh, sorry. It's nothing. Olivia politely rests her hands in her lap. Her eyes linger on the box of parts. Well, how does it work then? The print enlarger? She shakes her head. Photography. Like, why the giant lamp thing? It's all digital today, right? Huh. I think that's the first time someone's actually asked me about it. Sure, I've had lots of mid-shower rehearsals explaining my hobbies and their cultural significance to others, but none of that's coming to me right now. It's all about shot composition, and this machine is part of the production of it. Getting the right things in the right places at the time to evoke a certain feeling. Composition is a thing in a painting too, you know. I'm ill prepared for her comeback. No. I had shower thoughts for days, and now it's not coming to me. But yeah, but it's a lot easier to pick the composition you want. Yeah, that's right. I am telling you that the work on painting is not as good as photography. You don't have to worry about any of the factors other than yourself. With photography, you
You have to build the set to get a good photo. That's the fun of it. But why would you want to limit yourself like that? Why not just draw whatever you're taking a picture of instead? You could express all kinds of things if you could express with that you can never express with a photo. Olivia taps a claw on the imager, the metallic ping echoing in the small room. What sets all this junk apart from lines on a page? The technique and the vision and the person. And she smirks at my petulant comment. Fine, I'll show her. I'll prove to you that this takes skill, that I'm not just some sort of hack. I hold the lightning portion up, making sure it's at the right angle, and then fasten the last portion of the enlarger in. Plug the machine in and flip the switch, happy that it works right and it lights up the entire base. Olivia looks at me with confusion as I move to the entrance of the room and flick the light switch, bathing the room in bright red again. It's just a red filter. Going back to our workspace, I pull the developed negatives from my backpack and slot the slide I want into the carrier. And ta-da! Negative carrier in place in the machine, and a blurry gray blob is projected onto the base. What? Give me a minute. I hold the manual under the light to the side of the blob, checking which knob is which, and slowly turning them. As the lens and billows shift, the Rorschach test transforms, gaining more definition until finally it becomes the spitting image of the school's front entrance. I can even do this. I take out the negative and place another atop before sliding the carrier back in, while also increasing the strength of the light. The image displayed is now the entrance with a half-dozen semi-transparent students in front of it. What did you do? I overlapped another shot. The backgrounds are the same and I doubled up, so I had to intensify the light, otherwise the entrance would be too dim. So? That would take me a few minutes to do, tops. It'd look a lot better, too. She smirks, but I think she's feigning her apathy this time. Her tail gives it away. Can't fool me, tail. It's a lot more technical, I guess, but I only knew how to do this kind of stuff from Mr. Ideggen's lectures about negatives. What else can you do with this thing? I don't know, but what's that oh shit! I pull out the negative carrier and it wins on how hot it is. Oh shit, crap, shit. Oh, it's burning. Olivia's quick to rip the plug from the socket. With my sleeve, I open up the carrier and I see I managed to melt the two negatives together. Oh man, I was gonna use that. All that work and I go messing it up, trying to prove something. Olivia's never gonna let me live this down. The green Gator girl lays a sympathetic hand on my shoulder to my surprise. Hey, shit happens. I've ruined a lot of paintings in the past too, you know. She takes the reels from the warm metal plates and holds them up to the red light, trying to see through them. And you've got more shots on this thing. But I like those shots. Then go retake them. It's not that easy. Like, it has to be the exact same time and weather and lighting. The abrupt darkness coincides with the vague ambient sound of the ventilation shuddering to a halt. It's a motherfucking blackout, man. The blackness is all encompassing. I can't even see Olivia, who I know is right next to me. Anko? Her voice helps me confirm that we're still alive in some fashion. But there's a shakiness in her tone, which sends me a tense rattle down my spine. Her breathing is the only noise. It's as if we've been encapsulated in a void of nothingness. I'm still here,
Guys, just use your damn phones.
I know that. I plant my hand down to embrace her shout.
Still feeling the still warm metal of the enlarger base.
But,
yeah, I guess the school lost power? I feel something cover my hand. And then squeeze. Painfully.
Ow, ow, ow. Sorry.
The pressure lessens, but she doesn't let go of my fingers. No, it's fine. There's a subtle shake in the scaly limb in my hand, but when I brush my thumb across it, the limb eases.
Hey, stop that.
Stop what?
Just that. Stop that thing you're doing with your hand.
I shrug. And then want to slap my face when I realize she can't see that. Right. Standing here in the darkness of the dark room isn't getting us anywhere. Take out your goddamn phones, both of you.
We should go find...
Oh. Olivia? Inko? Ah! My instincts kick in. I hop back to make space between us and the killer. I turn my... Wait, what? Wait, did it just say killer? Wait, what? Why? Why killer? It's Ideken. I turn my back to them to become a defensive wall. I wrap my arms around Olivia's head to make sure she's 100% protected. Yeah, it's just hey, it's just me. It took a bit to find the flashlight with how this room is. I look up to the shining white pterodactyl pointing the flashlight at his own face. Oh. Get off me, you get. Wait, did he just do like a Scooby-Doo like jump on her lap? Wrapping her arms around her thing? What a fucking idiot. Look, I'm not paying you two to get frisky in the closet. You're not paying us at all. That's what Trigham's class is for. We're not paying. Yeah. You're not paying. We're not frisk. Mr. Ideken holds up a pale hand, his grin widening. Relax. I'm just joking around. Though it would be kind of sick if we were in the dark, kind of making out. He leans against the doorway to get a better look inside the dark room with his flashlight. Also, I'm very surprised still that none of them have even bothered to take out their cell phones. Power's out for the whole block, and apparently our backup generator's decades old and is only keeping the AC on. What good is that? We're in the middle of winter. Someone should get fired for that. Yeah, kind of upgrade your shit. Come on, we can wait it out in the studio. Olivia follows me out into the main classroom as we trail slowly behind Mr. Ideken's wake. The slow sounds of his gait sets a nice contrast to the rain lashing against the windows. Well, it's really coming down outside. Think it'll flood? It floods here? Sometimes. Ground floors classrooms used to have carpet, you know. Ideken starts pulling something out of his desk, but it's too dark to see what. Ugh, don't remind me. That junk just sucked away half a year's funding. You ever try teaching people about watercolors without the freaking watercolors? It was ridiculous. I remember. I remember you were the most upset. Alright. He sets some tiny tea lights down on one of the desks and begins lighting them. The tiny wicks are set alight with the tiniest of embers, providing the bare minimum of illumination for us to see. Won't those trigger the fire alarms? No. Yeah, they're too small. We should be fine. They're too small by themselves. What are those for?
Been saving them for a rainy day? Haha. We're going to be stuck for a while, so why not make a camp out? Camping. I like the sound of that. We won't get in trouble though, right? It'd be no, why? Why would it be trespassing? Well, it's either this or trying to get home in this storm. As if to illustrate his point, the weather decided to chime in and be like, hey, no, don't leave. Besides, schools are usually made with sheltering in mind. There are all kinds of procedures for this, like bringing everyone to the gym and breaking out some really moldy cots. Olivia winces. It's like, oh, I know those cots. Those haven't been replaced. Huh, our budget has been in the red for years, Ms. Halford. Part of why we're being scrutinized right now with the whole audit business. Anyway, we're the only ones left on campus, so I'm not gonna go through all that trouble. So just relax for now. I've already called a taxi for the both of you. Wait, really? Huh. I made the call as soon as the power went out. It's just gonna be a while to get one ready to send out. What'll we do in the meantime? Our teacher has a wicked grin. You're not done with that homework, right? But we can't even see. Oh, I'm kidding. Time and the storm carry on, yet things are surprisingly calm. Olivia pretends to focus on her work while I pretend to help her, but soon enough, Mr. Ideken starts sharing wild stories about previous semesters. You know, a few years back, somebody tried to make take his hat right off his head. Let me tell you, I've never seen a shovel fly that fast. That sounds appropriately violent, holy shit. Either way, Olivia slowly loosens the facade of productivity and I join her not long after. You know, I still owe you for ruining your one coat last year. Oh, forget about it. I have dozens of them in closets anyway. You too? Oh, so she also ruins your suit, your jackets. Gotcha. The eerie ambiance from the blackout is quickly overridden by our combined laughter. Eventually, we ran out of things to say, and just wait quietly in each other's company. Ideken slumps downwards in his chair. Whew, long day today. He glances out the window, still being assaulted by sheets of rainwater outside. Normally I'm home by now resting. You two mind if I relax a little here? No, go ahead. Thanks. He stretches behind him, cracking his spine against the groove of the chair. Olivia, I've been meaning to say... You're usually so quiet, reserved, isolated even. I've noticed you're being a little bit more friendly recently. Huh? You think so? You've been in my classes all 4 years. Of course I would. Maybe I'm a bit old-fashioned, but it hurts me to see a student hurt themselves like that. When you're in the adult world, you'll see this all the time. Once someone's in a rut, they'll just tend to stay there until their days blend together instead of lifting themselves up. Like they got all the time in the world. So I'm proud of you for making an effort, Olivia. Mr. Ideken, I mean... Oh, don't be flustered. Be proud, Olivia. You've managed to form a friendship. Of course, I appreciate you extending an olive branch too, Inko. Oh, me? It's no problem, Mr. Ideken. Oh, come on. School hours are over. You can drop the mister. I mean, it's not something to be thanking me for, is it? I'm just a friend, you know? That is great to hear, though. You can always navigate this world alone. Someone to keep company can really help. He can. More than you can imagine. Ideken leans forward to place a hand on both of ours. He just barely makes contact with Olivia's wrist when she winces and yanks it back. Shit. Olivia? Are you alright? Ow, I'm fine. That just hurt. I was fine before, though. You've been trying to stay off that wrist all day. Was it that bad? It was feeling better. I even helped build those doohickeys. The print enlargers. He covers his eyes with one hand. Of course, great move. Student's been overworking herself and I think to give extra physical work. Oh, what am I doing? Yeah, that's kind of not great. It wasn't your fault. I didn't want you to worry. I had no idea how bad it was. He leans forward again, gently holding Olivia's wrist, inspecting it and being careful not to cause any pain. You need to take care of yourself, Olivia. If something were to happen, I know you'd be completely beside yourself. I know. I know you were doing extra work, but how did it even get this bad? It was a lot of extra work. Doing a whole group's assignments on top of my own. For the last 3 weeks, basically all my free time. It's great practice, at least that's what I was telling myself. Olivia does her best to hide her wincing as the teacher tests her arm. I never would have made it to graduation. All because of that painting you switched. He shakes his head and lets go of Olivia. So another good question, a good question that is to be answered is, what is Aidekin gonna do with this information? Is he gonna go to Scalar? Like what's the deal? So he shakes his head, lets go of Olivia. No, it goes further than that. That painting was all because of the pain you've been going through all these years. All because of that first contest entry hanging in the gala. Your first venture into the art world and then went how it did. Olivia looks down at her hand, stretching the fingers out and in, slowly, carefully. My hand moves without a thought, fingers taking her hand carefully to help in some way or another. You and that painting. Our teacher palms his face and groans into it. It's a genuinely good piece, Olivia. I've told you that so many times. She locks up, but manages a small nod. Oh, what a horrible chain of events. I've had to witness it all these years. Watched it as it's taken your friends, your self-worth, that little smile you had when you first came into my class. And now it's ruining your health. He gently lets go and covers his own eyes again. And I really just sat here and watched it. I was just talking about how people act like they have more time than they have. Aidekin? Are you alright? No, he's not alright. He's racked with guilt. I'm super. I'm more than okay. In fact, I've made up my mind about something. You. Take her to the gala, please. There's something I want you two to see. Yeah. No words. Just do it, please. And I nod. What are you going to show us? He stops at the door. Something you should have seen a long time ago. My shoes slosh noisily through the flooded hallway as we slowly head back to the main building of the school. Olivia herself had used her arms to tuck her legs onto her seat, and her head now resting on her knees. Okay, so she's like head to knees, like bent. Aidekin didn't seem to care, each of his steps splashing water around and soaking his slacks. The drains in the floor are working overtime, keeping the water at a minimal level. An unsettling feeling washes over me as we enter the atrium, the interior of the school pitch black from the lack of lighting. At least we aren't dealing with the wet floors, but navigating the halls in the dark is a new difficulty. Olivia brought out her phone, using its flash as a light to shine our way. You could have done that a long time ago,
but I'm still unnerved. The only sound I hear is the squelches of my shoes and the awkward dripping from both Olivia and I. And it was then I realized that Ideken had left us behind. Mr. Ideken? Her voice bounces down to the dark halls of the school. Did you see where he went? Kinda. I think he went that way. I can just make out Olivia's hand pointing thanks to her phone. Towards the school's offices. I keep pushing Olivia, though taking my time as I feel my shoes threaten to slip with each step I take. It's slow going between the eerie darkness and my slow steps. What should have taken us a minute, at most, takes about 3 minutes for us to arrive at the gala. Well, we're here. The storm rages against the glass ceiling. What's normally the source of the hall's natural lighting is completely obscured by the typhoon. There's still no sign of Ideken. I withdraw my phone and turn its flashlight on too in the hopes to improve the situation. I can hear something else, aside from us and the rain. Something that's getting closer. A tiny red light in the distance there with a sound. The tiny ember bounces and sways in rhythm with the odd tapping until... Hey, Ideken. Oh, what? I'm frozen for a second. The thought forces its way through me. He would never hurt us, right? Yeah, he might be feeling guilty. Might be feeling guilty of the stuff he saw. Kind of letting, stuff happen. But no, he wouldn't kill us, would he? Ideken, what are you doing? Something is kicked aside. It's Olivia's painting from the art contest a few weeks back. It smacks loudly against the glass casing of the display case. These are the ones, yeah? What? I'm ignored, Ideken staring right at Olivia. She is also struck fearful, but she nods. Ideken takes a deep breath and faces the display. What are you gonna do with that? Hey! Ideken, wait, this is extreme, isn't it? Ooh! 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 Yo, that looks so good! Yo, that looks so good. Man, the animations, I didn't realize there was so many animations in this game. I know there was like one before. Those are incredible. I wish we had more of those like that. Yeah. Olivia. It's gone. Both of them. This should have been done long ago. Yeah. Ideken is this is... It's crazy. I know. What about the other things in the case? Who fucking cares? Those students graduated ages ago. Do you know how many still do art? None. If they're collateral to so someone else can, fine by me. But Olivia, you got no other big paintings now, do you? She shakes her head. That's a shame. Look what I just did. I can make another. Yes. That's what I need to hear.
You make me so proud to hear that.
Do you remember in sophomore year when you challenged me to think of something I'd wanted to do and set a goal to do it?
Of course.
I couldn't think of anything back then. But there has been one thing I've been waiting to do for a while now. And like you said, some company could really help. Olivia's grips my hand just a little tighter. Promise not to laugh?
Never.
Would you mind asking me again, Idegen?
Sure. I believe it was, if you could leave right now and go do anything you wanted, what would you want to do?
Anything at all.
Yup.
I want to go see a fountain and paint it for you.
Fucking brilliant.
There's a fountain here? Inko has pretty much been like deleted from this part of the scene. You don't matter right now. Don't worry. There's a park not too far from here. You could barely see a fountain in the center of it from the window. You can't see it right now in the storm, but I want to go there.
I think I know of it. The one in Stig Equestrian Park. Oh, that's wonderful, Olivia.
Ideken stumbles a bit. I rush to give him a shoulder, some shards of glass crunching under my feet.
Ah, the good thing the power's out. No cameras up or anything. Except the backup cameras that can see in the dark. Ooh.
Can you imagine? Oh my god. Won't you get in trouble for this?
Who's gonna know? I'm always in trouble for something. And ordinarily I'd just take the hit. Especially for something like this. That Mia chick can take the fall. To hell with her.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, so that's a kick-ass teacher when he's like, yeah, no. That bitch?
Nah, screw her.
Olivia manages another small smile.
I'm looking forward to that painting. You better get it to me.
I will.
And you better help.
Of course. Ideken motions for us to wait by the school's entrance. For a while, we sit there. Do you have one, Ideken? Do you have something you want to do?
I'm already doing it.
No, really.
Really? Teaching high school is a great job that nobody ever regrets. You should pose that question to Inko there. All this character development and he's barely said a word.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, he looks like he's just deleted himself from the conversation. Alright, Inko, what about you?
What do I want to do? Huh. If I could pick anything, I guess...
He wants to find true love. That was the thing that was burning into his brain for a while. College he's not super on board with. He already has friends. Finding love is his thing. I want to find true love.
A more ambitious dream. I can get behind it.
It's a bit unimaginative. That's cause you are a hater, Olivia. It's hater talk. You should probably start looking more into the how and not the what.
Like you would know, I can find love. I can find a girl.
Pff, sure thing, Mr. Successful. Your blog doesn't even have 10 followers. Damn, ow. And she's like, yeah, not even bots want to follow you. You looked me up? Yeah. Got bored. Actually, I'm gonna take a break after this. You could at least follow me if you're gonna cyberstalk me, man. I'll follow you when you make good content. Damn. Also, your interpretation of Godzilla you copied from a video essay sucks, and you should feel bad. You are bad and you should feel bad. I copy Anakin's motion with the axe and karate chop Olivia's leg. I didn't feel that, jackass. Well, I guess some banter is a form of motivation as well. Sounds like you have quite the promise to uphold now, Inko. Ah, boo. Damn it. Olivia says I'm cringe, that's why I'm not getting subscribers. Even with the disses being thrown around, what stood out most was the wild grin on Olivia's face. Between the staccato of rain and the uproarious laughter, time seemed non-existent. I could feel the muscles in my face ache and brought on by the bouts of laughter and grinning, which made the taxi's arrival so disappointing. As we were escorted out to the parking lot, our mirth was replaced with something more calm, comfortable, an easy quiet that lets my thoughts wander back to the things that we said to each other, back to what our tarot teacher had said, navigating the world alone. For the first time I spent around Olivia and her friends, it never really occurred to me that she'd harbor something like loneliness. I mean, Damien alone is like a wild crowd composed of a single madman. And Liz, she's practically the group's nanny or something. They got their own, personalities. The driver of the yellow van leans into his horn, and I could feel the a baleful leer on me, even through the haze of fog and the rain stops. Olivia draws her hood up, and I hold my jacket above my head. With a final look to Mr. Eidigan, we thank him. No need for thanks. Seeing my students grow and prosper into adulthood is the reward this old fossil needs. With a wave, he sends us off into the rain, to the irate taxi man's van that yells at us about his burning gas. Oh, what a dick. While Olivia works to get herself situated in the cab, I turn back. Mr. Eidigan is sagging, meandering back into the building. Aye, hurry up. Right. It's been about a week since the typhoon. Alright. I didn't think that, part of staying in school would last so long. But yeah, what a great series of scenes back to back with what I thought was the coolest animation styles that I've seen in a bit. They weren't even consistent animation styles, but they were both pretty great. I'm gonna save right here and then call it for now. And there we go. And then I will resume this some other time. Wow, we've been going on for 3 hours. That's nice. Alright. Well, that's about it for now. I had a rough couple weeks with work. I was so exhausted. And I never had the time to stream, so I'm gonna head to the gym, still pretty early-ish, get some dinner, take a break, and I'm gonna come back and catch up on something else, or maybe do something new, but I'll come back to the stream in a couple hours. Alright, so you guys, anyone that passed by, that is lurking, thank you so much for just checking me out. Be sure to follow, and I'll come back in a bit for something else. Alright, y'all take care, y'all have a great one. I'll see you in a bit. See ya, guys.